Go full screen, would you? Shut the fuck up. Tell you what, I'm back to, I hope this game doesn't suck because a bad football game really makes going to work the next day suck. Because you go to bed like, man, I stayed up to watch this shit. Like, damn. Show me my stream. There it is. We watched the entire fourth quarter and overtime of the Rams and 49ers, and I got what I wanted because when it was clear that the Saints were going to win, I started cheering for the 49ers like a big old fucking fanboy, and it worked out. The 49ers won. Yeah, Michael, congratulations. You guys are our only hope. You got to take Dallas out early. Hopefully, you could take Dallas out early because there's no chance the Eagles beat Tampa Bay and make everybody happy. I'll be fly Eagles flying. When is the last time the Cowboys played the Niners in the playoffs? It had to be like 95.
Oh, damn.
It had to be like 94, 95. Because it used to happen like every goddamn year through the early 90s. So, yeah, that's exciting in a way. 49ers and Cowboys in a playoff game. The boomers will love that. Hell, I love it. I just hope the Niners can pull something out of their ass. Cowboys defense is the only thing that scares me about them. Because when they get hot, they get hot. That's why the Cowboys are actually dangerous. I don't know who to root for here. I'm kind of rooting for the Raiders, but I'm assuming you've got money involved on this. That's why you're rooting for the Chargers. I picked the Chargers to win, so I'm with you there. But it'd make me happy to see the Raiders win. It would make Dylan very sad if they tied. I just hope both teams have fun. I just hope both teams have a good time, I tell you what. Walmart. Terry Crews. Did you know Terry Crews and Ben Roethlisberger have something in common? Porn addiction. But I don't think Terry Crews ever forced himself on a woman in a bathroom stall, so that's where they kind of separate themselves from each other. NBC Sport. This is a fucking playoff game, essentially. Although it's weird if they tie. If they tie, then all this tension was for nothing.
The 1994 NFC Championship game.
94 NFC Championship game. That was the one where the Niners won.
After 271 regular season games, we end up here for the
It's go or go home. Like they used to say on Speed Channel. You know, back when we used to have enough cars show up to the race for qualifying to actually mean something. Remember those days? I do. I used to watch qualifying every fucking week on Speed Channel. I'd sit down on the floor with my toy race cars when I was like 9 years old and have qualifying on the fucking TV. So I watched qualifying like every week as a kid. Honestly, I think I watched more qualifying than I did full races for a while because I'd get bored. The Chargers and the Raiders. Last time we streamed Chargers-Raiders game, John Gruden was the head coach, and the game was disappointing. Raiders got smoked by Kansas City twice. 40 points. Both times.
I can't say all of them would have come out of that loss the way that we did. And now with a shot at the postseason, Carr recalled the last time he led the Raiders to the playoffs in 2016 when a broken ankle left him unable to play and heartbroken. Now with another chance, he told us, I've always wanted an opportunity to compete in the playoffs, not because I think I deserve it, I just think it would be awesome. And then there's
last time they made it, like I said, he broke his ankle with 2 games left. And they were locked in, but he broke his ankle. And then Connor Cook had to play with the Raiders against the Texans. Thrilling matchup that was. And then Brock Osweiler can run around saying he won an NFL playoff game because Connor Cook was the QB on the other team.
Rich Bisaccia said, we're going to do whatever it takes to win.
If the Chargers win, I get 5. Okay, go Chargers. My heart says Raiders. My brain and wallet say Chargers.
For the Raiders, they win, they go to Cincinnati. If this game winds up in a tie, they go to Kansas City. They're eliminated with a
Raiders don't
loss.
want to tie.
And the Chiefs will be at
Boy, the Chiefs have it made next week. They either get to play the Steelers or the Raiders.
for the Chargers. A win or tie sends them off to Buffalo. They're
The
eliminated
Chargers play
with
the
a
Bills
loss,
either way.
and the Steelers would be at the Chiefs. The two coaches who both are in their first year. Brandon Staley, of course, was hired
This is the game.
at the end of the season by the Chargers.
Playoff schedule will probably come out at halftime or late in the second half. The exact scheduling. We know 2 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday,
And this is his first head
which is honestly better because 2 days in a row of 3 straight games is a lot.
who's cleaned up what's been a Chargers kicking mess for a lot of years.
Anybody from the Raiders get arrested today, or are they good?
Raiders to receive. Chargers won the toss and they deferred, and off we go, the final game.
And the kickoff is short.
The short kick fielded at the 15-yard line.
Raiders will start at the 32.
33 for Tyron Johnson. Let's take a look right now at the Raiders offense.
Derek Carr, Fresno State. Josh Jacobs, Alabama.
Yeah, I know Bob Saget died. I heard about that. Very sad.
Oscar Morrow, LSU. Colton Miller,
Oh no, the years
John
are.
Simpson, Fort Dorchester High School. Andre James,
Kicking off 2022 with fucking Bob Saget and Betty White dying.
North Carolina A&T.
Can that offensive line hold up against a very good pass rush?
Carr has the second most turnovers in the league. Does Stafford have the most? It seems that way after the game earlier. Josh Jacobs for 7.
Tackles in his career.
I called that shit when the Rams got the ball back. I said Stafford's going to turn it over,
Picks up 9.
and he did. I appreciate it because it knocked the Saints out of the playoffs.
And he did not want contact on those ribs from Chris Harris Jr. on that one. Good stiff arm to get him outside.
Hey, at least no COVID shenanigans here tonight. Both teams are as healthy as you can be at this point in the year.
Feel the energy.
Big problem lately has been the COVID games.
In particular tonight. 3 tight ends.
Hopefully we don't get any of that next week.
God, I hope the Raiders gets it.
Second down, short 2.
I'm not sure the Eagles could beat Blaine Gabbert. He checks it down to Jacobs again, and the Raiders are near midfield.
To the Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr. His numbers this season, they won't dazzle you really, but he's done the job when he's had to. 69% completion percentage is great. 94.3 rating is a little above the league average. 21.
He looks like the lead singer of an early 2000s alternative band.
Ratio. 2 plays, 1 first down from the 49-yard line. He is Derwin James on the Chargers side.
Incomplete. Waller's back in the lineup. I'm glad the first playoff game's at 4:30 on a Saturday because I work next Saturday. I go paint.
Raiders are very happy to
And I was like, shit, am I going to get back home by 1? And then I realized, oh, this year it's 4 o'clock.
This sort of treatment where they're the single receiver on the 3-by-1 set. They're very comfortable with him out there going against a cornerback or anybody else. And I'm sure they're trying to get Waller off to a decent start here. Just get him engaged.
Mariota's at the quarterback position. Derek Carr's not even in the game.
back there on second down and 10.
And Mariota's going to keep it, and the Chargers snuff that out.
And the Chargers are full.
3rd and 11.
Nwosu makes the tackle, so they bring him in early, and Carr comes back in right now on a 3rd down and 10.
That was a
Chido
selfish
Nwosu is going to sit right on the end of the line of scrimmage right here. And what that allows him to do is see, are they going to hand that off? No, he's going to pull that out, and I still have plenty of leverage on the outside to go make a play. He is a very, very good run player on the outside for the Chargers.
Jalen Richard comes in as the 3rd down back. There goes Renfro.
Hunter Renfro, man, he's the X factor.
Catches this season.
He and Waller together.
3rd down and 10. Chargers
Carr dumps it off. 1st down. Oh, boy, this could be going. Yep. 1 man to beat to the end zone. Oh, he fumbled, and it goes. Did it go out of the end zone or the 1?
was knocked out by Nasser Adderley.
I think it knocked out at the 1. Oh, my God. If that was a yard further. Woo.
50 yards.
No, I don't have a new painting job. It's just my dad, every now and then, is going to have little jobs to go do, so I'm going with him on Saturday. My new job is a call center job, but I'm training for the next 3 weeks. But I get paid for it. That ball went out the one.
Right there on it, so he has a good understanding. Obviously, if it went into the end zone, a much different outcome.
Oh.
Yes, indeed, it does go.
First and goal Raiders after the lucky bounce. And it goes back to the spot of the fumble. The holy roller rule. Ironically, in a Raiders-Chargers game. Carr got plenty of time. Incomplete. Renfro's looking for a flag and gets it.
Renfro, the intended receiver. Clete Blakeman is our referee tonight to make the first call of the night.
At least it's not Tony Correnti, that old piece of shit. Thank God he's retiring.
Fire the pass, holding,
Defensive holding.
43. Minus 5 yards from the previous spot, first down.
Michael Davis, first and goal.
I'll get used to it because Hunter
Well, that's at
Renfrow
$200 to go with him on Saturday, so I'm going.
and B, how to stop him.
If I have to miss the start of the first playoff game, which I don't think I will, so be it. For $200, yeah.
Flags flying everywhere.
I'll take the money.
Jacobs back in at running back.
I'm going to have to try to remember how to do my old job.
Comes bottom of the screen to the left.
Josh Jacobs for no gain.
Nowhere. It'll be second down and goal on this, the game's opening drive.
They've been using the tight ends quite a bit to block. And he's right out here, so help out on Bosa, release late. And by doing that, not only do you get help on Bosa, but you also create this second layer of opportunity for the tight end. And then it turned into a foot race down there. But a great start so far for the Raiders if they can cash it in.
Started back at their own.
My dad seems like a chill. Oh, my dad is a pretty chill person these days.
Tight ends in the game here, but Waller is split out to the left.
Second and goal. Jacobs to the outside. Big loss. Third down.
Chargers swarm to him and stop him at about the 6-yard line. Connor Fackrell.
By the way, if Derek Carr gets
He's going against
80
the Raiders'
points,
best
I win.
Colt receiver as well. Fackrell just
I need about 80 points.
Does give him a little extra depth on the outside.
Greg Olson is the offensive coordinator. Calls the plays from down on the
What if they're going to keep any of Gruden's staff next year? Probably not when the new people come in, because they're going to hire all new people.
It's the typical target, and they are loaded up on that.
Although Bisaccia is making a good case if he can get the Raiders to the playoffs, so maybe he should stay. Carr rolling, running out of time. Derwin James hits him, and it's nearly intercepted.
down at the goal line. And that's Asante Samuel Jr.
Kick a field goal.
knocking it away. Derwin James put the pressure on. He blitzed. It's fourth and goal.
They had all kinds of coverage against Renfro. They had a corner on the outside. They had a safety sitting right in front.
You got to do all that to stop Hunter Renfro.
Him beat him down the field. But for Derek Carr, this was another loose throw. He has had some turnovers.
Oh,
this
that
year,
should have been
and that
intercepted.
very easily could have been a huge one.
Daniel Carlson, the stadium is 2 years old. He is 33 for 33. And this is a chip shot from 24 out.
3-0 Raiders.
So a nice opening drive, but the Chargers come up big on defense at the end. 3-zip.
I watched a lot of NASCAR shit on YouTube this weekend. DFS, you said Gruden should go to Jacksonville? Here's the thing. He's not going to be allowed to go anywhere. He'll never get an NFL job ever again. But I watched a lot of NASCAR shit on YouTube this weekend. Especially stuff from like the late 90s into the early mid-2000s. I spent a lot of time on Brock Beard's channel this week, and I watched that instead of watching that fucking Cowboys-Eagles game last night. Colts lost to the Jaguars today. In the span of 2 weeks, the Colts went from the team nobody wanted to see in the playoffs to a team nobody's going to see in the playoffs.
That's true.
Now there's nobody in the AFC that really scares me. NFC team's going to win the Super Bowl. Hopefully Green Bay. Anybody but Tampa, basically.
beat the Bucks.
I hope.
I bet they are.
I have zero faith in it.
Brought to you by USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL. By Uber Eats tonight, I'll be eating with Uber Eats, and by Hyundai. 45 years ago to the day.
Christina Pink takes nasty fall on basketball court. Oh, God. Might have to watch that later.
There is Virginia Madden. Great tribute to John. We'll revisit it later before the game. They had a nice tribute. The whole family's here. She's quite a woman. Virginia Madden had a bar when John was coaching the Raiders. Yep, she did. And John they met long before that.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Got a pilot's license.
Wow.
Married to a man who didn't get on an airplane for the last 45 years of his life.
Just go on and on.
Yes, they do. Daniel Carlson to kick off. Andre Roberts ran one back one-on-one last week for a touchdown. Picked him up in mid-season from the Texans. And he'll give the Chargers the start at the 23-yard line as we take a look at the Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert, who needs to put up a historic all-time great game for me. What do you mean John Gruden knows how? When's the last time John Gruden had a winning record, DFS? 2007? John Gruden does not know how to win games. He knew how to win games with Tony Dungy's team. And then as soon as they were all gone, he's been a crappy head coach ever since. So as much as I like Gruden, nah, he doesn't really know how to win games. Not in the modern NFL for sure, because Gruden ain't getting the job ever. Little screen to Mike Williams for 2. John Madden's in the conversation for greatest NFL announcer ever. Are we talking color? Because, yeah, he's up there. I like Romo and Aikman a lot. Phil Simms was all-time bad. It's amazing they let Phil Simms keep that job for as long as they did. Incomplete. Nobody open.
And that pass is incomplete after the intended receiver. And Christian, the one thing about the Raiders, they don't blitz once, and they showed it again right there, come with 4.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to have to do.
I actually thought John Gruden was one of the greatest announcers of all time. He was really good on Monday Night Football. I was sad when he got the Raiders job. I said, damn, I'll miss him on Monday nights.
Raiders can't get those subs on the field.
3rd down and 7. Herbert throws.
Keenan Allen, 2 yards short of the first. Chargers go 3 and out.
Tackled by Dallin Levitt.
Good start for the Raiders.
The Raiders sub, but Las Vegas stops them anyway. 4th down and 2.
Yeah, some of that zone defense in behind here. They're going to try and drive off with Jared Cook and just get a little natural pick going underneath, but release them to the next guy, and no problem at all. So really a great start to this game.
Do I like Justin Herbert? I really like Justin Herbert.
Ty Long, who is last in the league in net punting average, will send it down toward Hunter Renfrow. After the 3 and out. This is a good kick. Back in Renfrow all the way up to the 15-yard line. And he's able to weave his way out to the 20.
9-11. 9-11 to go in the first. Never forget. 3-0 Raiders. Harbaugh should go to Chicago. Jim Harbaugh should go to Chicago. If he's going to leave Michigan, go to Chicago. Am I going to stream any USFL games? Hell no. Hell no, especially when I'm working this job. If I like it and want to stick it out, no. Oh my God, I know. Fucking fat lazy dog won't get up on the fucking bed by herself. Even though she can do it. Get tired of having to stop what I'm doing to go pick up a fat fucking lazy dog that won't get up on the bed, even though I know she can do it. Yeah, Harbaugh played for the Bears and the Colts, and I think he was a backup with the Panthers late in his career. Although I feel like Chicago and Jacksonville are both just cursed jobs. Nobody's ever going to turn that shit around. Because the Bears have been doing the same thing for over 30 years now, minus a year here and there, you know. And the Jaguars are the same fucking way, but worse. Some jobs just ain't never going to work out. Because the owner in Jacksonville's a dumbass and his GM's even worse. And the Bears are just as bad. Their owners suck and the GM sucks. Although they're going to get a new one, I'm pretty sure. I think the Bears are going to clean house. So maybe if you get the GM right in Chicago.
Doing a lot of great acting. Jimmy Fallon this week on NBC.
Here come the Raiders.
From the 24
Up 3-0. Batted down and almost intercepted.
The line of scrimmage. Nwosu making another play there. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, they flip-flopped Nwosu and Joey Bosa, and this time Nwosu makes his second big play of the game, coming right off the edge here. You can tell what the Raiders are trying to do. They want to get the ball out of Derek Carr's hand quickly because they really could not pass protect in that first matchup. We're good.
Chargers led 21-0. Raiders got back in the game, but the Chargers won by 14 at the end.
Josh Jacobs. Big run. First down. The Raiders still trying to push the pile.
With some help up to the 37-yard line. Jacobs was picked in the first round. Another one of the Alabama great backs in recent times. Overall, the 24th pick. Had a great rookie season, but he's been going a little downhill since. Some rib issues of late, but looking good so far.
Well, it could be worse. You could have Mike Davis.
Yeah, he basically had to slide off the field in that game last week. He was so banged up, went in and took care of it at halftime, and here he is again. So he's playing with a lot of pain. If you've had broken ribs, you understand what he's going through out there tonight.
Comes off a gain of 14. Give it to him again.
And Jacobs is tackled for a loss.
Stopped in the backfield by Nwosu. Let's take a look at that Charger defense.
Joey Bosa, The Ohio State. Justin Jones, NC State.
Linval Joseph, East Carolina.
Jerry Tillery, Notre Dame.
Uchenna Nwosu, University of Southern California.
Kazir White, Lackawanna Junior College. Kenneth Murray, Oklahoma.
Michael Davis, BYU. Derwin James, Florida State.
Nasir Adderley, Delaware.
Chris Harris Jr., Kansas.
Defensive calls made by the head coach, Brandon Staley, who was with Sean McVay with the Rams last year. Deep drop and a roll.
And another negative play.
Dave Jones. But Carr went so far back, Adderley is there, that it results in a 2-yard loss. So Staley, meteoric rise. I mean, he was coaching at John Carroll, Division III, a few years ago. Then he went with Vic Fangio to Chicago and eventually to Denver, to McVay last year. The defense for the Rams last year led the league in fewest points allowed and yards. But this year, it's been mainly the offense for the Chargers. It's been a lot better than the defense.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Good protection. Good protection. Carr's going to take a shot. He's got it. If he doesn't, no, he missed it. Zay Jones was wide open for an easy touchdown. Carr just missed it.
His career last week at Indianapolis with 8 catches for 120. He was there. He beat the coverage, but Carr could not get it to him.
Yeah, this is a little bit of the Waller effect. On the other side, you had Waller going up that impacted the safety that way. And
Could have been 10-0 right there.
For the Raiders, they would have had a chance to blow this game wide open, and for Derek Carr, that is a huge miss.
Instead, it's only 3-0, and they're punting.
Meanwhile, A.J. Cole, who leads the league in punting average and will be going to the Pro Bowl.
He's got a chance here. That was a line drive punt. Coverage is good, though. And he fumbled. He put the ball on the ground. The Raiders have it. Raiders got it.
We'll wait for the call from the officials as Roberts. And the indication is yes, Las Vegas with the ball.
Well, so the miss to Zay Jones now is not that bad. Chargers muff a punt. Raiders take over.
TD returned last week, but cost this one up. And Tyron Johnson is there for the recovery.
Andre Roberts, you fucking bum, waste of money in Atlanta. I'm glad you fumbled.
You start dancing around and that crowd's all around you. You just don't know from which angle they're coming, and then all of a sudden somebody gets a hand on the ball.
Johnson knocked it free. Divine Diablo winds up at the bottom of that pile.
What a great name.
The ball at the 23-yard line.
That's Andre Roberts for you. Fucking useless. Ross Jacobs for 3.
He takes it down to the 20-yard line. So the Raiders have already run 14 plays, and the Chargers have had a 3-and-out.
Yeah, this Raiders offensive line really is sort of built around Colton Miller, their left tackle, number 74. They had a lot of changes on the right side.
I see that the Washington football team is going to have a new name and shit uniforms next year. They should never change those uniforms, but they're going to.
Matchup that made them switch him back to the inside and guard. Now Brandon Parker playing the right tackle position.
They sacked Carr 4 times that night in L.A.
Carr gets rid of it quick.
I don't know though. Just
3rd and 3.
Close to a first down.
I don't think Washington should have black uniforms.
you said they think it's because of Ronald Jordan.
Yeah, if they're going to throw the ball down the field at all so far in this game, they're chipping against Joey Bosa. If they're going to make a quick throw, they're willing to have their front 5 stand in there and protect. So
why do the Cardinals have black uniforms? Remember when the 49ers had them god-awful, ugly black uniforms for a couple of years? Nobody does because they were 2-14 when they were wearing those fuckers. And they were ugly. 3rd and 3 for the Raiders. Mariota's the quarterback now. Carr's at wide receiver, so it's obviously a run play. And the Chargers are all over. It's 4th and 2. Do I think the fullback position is going to make a comeback? No. 4th and 2. Yeah. Fuck it. Go for it. You had the missed touchdown. You get a second chance on the muff punt. You go for this. Brandon, the other side would go for it. I think Brandon Staley made that very clear when the Chargers played the Chiefs. He's going to go for it every time. Waller and Renfro. Chargers might blitz. They don't. Oh boy, it's going to depend on where forward progress is. I think it's a first down, yeah. They mark it a first down.
That's enough for a first down, just barely.
What a fantastic catch that time by Zay Jones. How he took that hit and held on to the ball, I am not sure. Safety came flying
Catch.
in the middle of the field, and there
First down. Because forward progress stops where you're touched, and he was on the marker.
just past the sticks, and that's what they're saying. Look at this.
Tom Rathman? No, I do not remember Tom Rathman.
That ball was being caught.
Was he before my time?
13-yard line now.
Run for a yard.
Gain here. Josh Jacobs has already carried the ball 7 times for a total of 21 yards.
Raiders-Bengals would be a crazy game.
Licking his wounds on the bench right now.
I would take the Bengals in that one.
The Raiders deep in Charger territory.
Big guys up front, Linval Joseph.
So it'll be Chargers go to the Bills and Raiders go to the Bengals,
That left side
depending
of the
on what
Raiders
happens.
offensive line.
Second and 9, play action to the end.
Touchdown, Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro
Way to go, Andre Roberts.
beats Michael
Renfro hits 100 catches. Hey, there's Deshaun Jackson. Don't forget he's here.
He's going to go out and out. And
Of course I've heard of Donald Driver.
this time the third move is the payoff. And for the Raiders, what a
I've been watching football for over 20 years. I know who Donald Driver is.
Go for it on 4th down and make it. Cash in.
It is 10-0 Raiders.
Carlson bangs it through, and the 3:14 to go in the opening quarter. Renfro.
And I would like the $5 though, so Chargers. Can you pick it up here, please? Is this the part where John Madden will tell you, well, turnovers is a good way to lose you a playoff game? You can't stop the Chargers from fucking up in a pivotal game on special teams. It's like a law of nature. It's the same reason the Chicago Bears will never have a good quarterback and the Jets won't either. And the Jaguars will permanently be a shit show. Some things are just meant to be. Pat McAfee in all caps. I cannot believe we lost to the Jags and got knocked out of the playoffs. People trying to say Brady's stat pad performance against the Panthers should win him MVP. Fuck off. The Giants are so bad they should fire their fans.
What fans?
Yeah, they don't have any fans left, really. Outside of that dumb bitch on my Facebook that's been oddly quiet this year. He was fullback for the Niners in the late 80s. Goddamn. Well, hell, I remember about everybody else on those 49ers teams from, like, watching NFL films crap, but I don't remember him for some reason. Time to suck Brady's dick in a game he's not even in.
Back in 2016. TJ Watt, 22 and a half sacks at times. Michael Strahan, who accomplished that feat back in 2001.
TJ Watt tied Strahan's record in 16 games.
There was also a fumbled snap that the quarterback picked up, and Watt tackled him, and he thought, I think, that was a sack. It ended up not being a sack, so he had another one after that to tie the record.
Yeah, just add another asterisk to things too, right? 17 games, blah, blah, blah.
But TJ did it in 16.
The score here.
Yeah, Rodgers should be the MVP this year, but will he get it? Probably not, because the voters have a vendetta against him.
25. Let's take a look at the Vegas defense.
Because he said their opinions don't matter, and he's right. The people that get to vote on that are mostly people that shouldn't be voting on it. So since they have an agenda, an anti-Aaron Rodgers agenda, he probably won't get MVP, even though he should. 73 catches at fullback. Boy, the 80s were a different time. Chargers still don't have a first down. He checks it over to Eckler, who drops it. Boy, the Chargers look really in sync tonight. They do know a playoff spot is on the line, don't they?
Not a good start out here, huh, for the Chargers.
I just said that.
This is a very nervous start. They lose the ball on the
Drop
punt.
passes,
They bring it
fumble.
out with this good-looking offense of theirs. Drop a pass. They need to settle in.
18 touchdowns for Eckler.
With the way my fantasy football team performed the last 2 weeks, I have no idea how I made it to the championship. Mike Williams for 4. It's third down.
About 4 going to big Mike Williams, tackled by another former Charger, Brandon Faison.
I use the fullback in Madden more than the average person probably does.
Justin Herbert
Yeah, Michael, I remember you.
likes to get him up and
I remember because of your last name.
best quarterback rating and throwing deep, but just the 7th lowest.
It's been a while.
The targets. They don't throw deep much, but they're really effective when they do.
6th play for the Chargers.
3rd and 5.
Thus far, they've all been passes.
Chargers down by 10 and still don't have a first down.
So we'll have a 6 shortly.
And Herbert avoids the sack, throws over the middle, and it's, whoa, caught off a deflection. Caught by, it's going to be one of those kinds of games. Yeah, that was crazy. It's going to be one of those games.
He escapes him, and then a deflected pass for a first down.
Watch the inside move here by Ngakoue.
Your Madden 15 QB signed with the Falcons on a 7-year deal. I need to get me NFL 2K5. Run to Eckler, who just made the flukiest catch of all time. What a way to get your first down of the game.
Final 2 minutes of the quarter.
Let's watch this down the field. Sometimes
Down the field there.
or not is determined by bounces like that. And that was plenty lucky right there for the Chargers.
Not going to lie, that was pretty lucky.
2nd down and 7. Keenan Allen, the motion man.
Eckler again.
Probing.
Gets about 4, 3rd down again.
Territory they flagged down.
Flag.
Gets to the 49 for the moment.
Like that 2nd and 17.
Complete. Blakeman.
Holding. Offense. Number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay second half.
That's on the rookie. He'll be going to the Pro Bowl. Rashawn Slater.
He's had a great season. He really has. Ngakoue so far giving him a little bit of trouble. He's trying to reach him to the outside to get this outside play going. And then once that last...
A lot of people don't like Collinsworth. Your mom's not alone. I like Collinsworth. For some reason, I like him. Phil Simms didn't even piss me off. I used to just laugh at Phil Simms because he was so bad.
2nd down and 17.
2nd 17.
Herbert throws.
These short passes just ain't there, and that's all Herbert's trying to take right now.
To Justin Jackson. Coming out
3rd and 17. This drive's pretty much dead, barring a foul, most likely.
broke it up. 3rd and 17.
You know, there's just no way to
Yeah.
anticipate what pressure is going to do in a game like this. And we have seen the Chargers come up big in so many big games this season. And yet so far tonight, it is just...
We've seen the Raiders do the same. They've been in some crazy fucking games. The Raiders' madness started all the way back in week 1. And it's just been nuts all year.
3rd down and 17.
Herbert up the sideline, no chance, but there's a flag.
Out of bounds it goes. It's incomplete. Flag is down.
I think they're going to get bailed out here.
Was down there with Faison again. This is a 3rd and 17. Call are we going to get here?
Fire the pass.
Illegal contact, 5 yards on a first down.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Yep,
So on 3rd and 17, you get 5 yards on a first. The best rule in the NFL, right?
You know you're going to get a double move or something. Here's a little weave to the outside and then contact way down the field. And you get a first
That
down.
was pretty far down the field.
17, you just can't. That's some different kind of stuff.
John Madden would be sick.
I'm sure Rich Bisaccia is beside himself.
5 whole yards.
minute of the opening quarter.
Jackson for no gain.
Nothing happening there.
And gets fucking killed. That was borderline.
I don't even think it was
He's the backup to
Flinging him to the fucking ground like that.
2nd down and 9.
Yeah, they have to.
Once again on the inside, Phylon, Jefferson, Quentin Jefferson, those guys are going to have to match up because this is a very strong left side of the Chargers' offensive line with Slater, Tyler, and Lindsey over there.
Fallon had 2 sacks of Herbert in that game in LA in October. Left play action.
Herbert. There you go. Jared Cook to the 40.
Outside there is Jared Cook, the tight end, and that should take us when they wind the clock again in a moment to the end of the first quarter. So play there for
10-0 Raiders after 1, but the Chargers are on the move.
The first quarter in Vegas.
I have to quote JR on an episode of Raw in 2005. They had a tournament to see who was going to challenge Batista for the world title. And the match is Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin. and they're rushing the commercial, and JR goes, it's an elimination tournament. You either win or you lose. You either win or you lose.
No ties.
Ain't no ties in professional wrestling. Actually, there are. No contests. Double count out, double DQ, whatever. That was a great fucking match. You ever see that match?
No.
Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin? Damn. Man, don't go to John Stamos' Twitter account right now. You'll get really sad. I'm with them. Bring back when teams would actually shape their cars like that. Look how fucking crooked that is. 2006 and 2007 was the peak of just twist that damn car. I can't believe they were allowed to get away with that.
Yeah.
Fucking crooked that is. I know, like the Batman car I have, the Dale Jr. Batman car. Those cars would be all the way to the right. It looked like the spoiler was like sticking out here with the fender, and you couldn't even see the left rear of the car when you were looking straight at them. But damn, them fucking pre-COT Cup cars in 2007 yawed. Capital Y. It was yawed. I feel comfortable enough to talk racing again because we're less than 30 days away from a race. So, oh my God, you guys want to go see Bon Jovi?
We are here today to light the torch for Al Davis and John Madden and all of those great Raider players who played for
It's been a while since I cared enough to watch wrestling.
alive and dead that he loved so much.
Just before kickoff.
That's not a real flame, and you know it. 10-0 Raiders. Chargers on the move. Win or go home. And there's a flag immediately, which tells me it's a pre-snap deal. As for now, it's a gain of 9 for Eckler.
Carrying it for the moment inside the 30-yard line.
NASCAR's my favorite sport to bet, because if I'm betting second place, guys, woo, I'll win you some money,
What
buddy.
he did with the Raiders was what he always came back to, right? That was
Offsides. Decline. Make it 2nd and 1 instead of 1st and 5.
Yep, you can't think of John without thinking about his years with the Raiders. In the history of the league, minimum 100 games. There he is on top of that illustrious group, the Lombardi Nets. John winning about 75% of his games in his 10 years.
Eckler for a first down.
To the 27-yard line goes Eckler, and that's a first down.
Yeah, big Max Crosby on the outside coming down to make that play. There's
Raiders have some beasts on their defensive line. That's been the big difference this year. Even with all the coaching turmoil, they finally got a pass rush together, which covers up how bad their secondary can be.
All that they had to overcome this season.
Adversity, tragedy, you name it. When Bisaccia took over, kind of calmed the waters, trying to get into postseason.
Jared Cook for about 6.
Jared Cook making the grab, and Denzel Perryman, the ex-Charger.
And we got another injury.
And we've got Quentin Jefferson, the Raiders defensive tackle, is the man right now who is in pain. Step away right now.
I'm thirsty. I'll be right back. Oh, my throat's sore. Oh no, I can't go to work. My throat's sore. Dude, I wonder. So, when we were doing our orientation, they had a Zoom call up with people from Atlanta so they could listen in and get their orientation through us. Why the fuck can I be at home getting fucking orientated? Why the fuck have I got to come to the office? You got people in Atlanta on Zoom. I'll get on Zoom, sit here and listen. probably fall asleep. It was funny the other day when we were in there and they were going through the little PowerPoint presentation and shit. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I am literally back in school because I'm sitting here struggling to like stay awake. Ace that fucking test though. Mr. Ozzy. Motherfuckers got to call in from Atlanta in their beds, and I gotta sit down in the office and be freezing my ass. At least if I got to do it on Zoom at home, I'd be warm.
Yeah.
I won't lock the window because I might want to open it again when it inevitably gets fucking 900 degrees in here. Michael, how many second place finishers am I going to bet this year? The reason that happens a lot is because a lot of times the heavy favorites are going to win, but I know who's going to run with them. And they always wind up finishing second. I can't win any money. Joe Montana was a fragile system quarterback. Next. Steve Young was better.
The Bellagio Hotel, tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by
Not that Joe wasn't good at his job.
Chris Collinsworth and Michelle Tafoya.
He played his role perfectly.
Is right there.
There you go.
She loves that.
Steve Young was better.
Jefferson went to the sideline.
Bill Walsh knew that too.
Solomon
He just knew he could trust Montana in the big moments.
defensive front.
Eckler cuts back, makes it a 3rd and 3.
His way to the 19-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Chargers.
Yeah, I wonder how much the Chargers are going to stay after that interior front here. We'll see what happens with Jefferson. But Jonathan
3rd and
Hankins
2.
has been banged up.
Just inside the 20 of the Raiders. Throws across his body, incomplete. Kick the field goal, it's early.
Crosby,
You learned your lesson against the Chiefs. Just kick the fucking field goal, it's early.
and it's 4th down and 2. And the Chargers love to go for it on 4th down.
And Max Crosby is just a hustle maniac. He really is. You just see the effort on every single play. Never gives up on anything.
I think they're going to go for it.
He's been a part of the Chargers all season long. And Brandon Staley, he's not changing now.
Good feast and famine for him as well. So Staley, 4th down and 2. They go for it. Eckler-
Chargers are going to go for it. Remember this.
Herbert in the pocket.
Nobody open, but now he finds a man. They convert.
Down, he goes to Jalen Dykes,
Okay, they got away with it.
who makes his first catch of the night at a most opportune time.
First of all, they needed every.
I'm glad they went for it against the Chiefs so many times and failed, because otherwise this game wouldn't mean dick right now.
Because he had to go 2-3 deep. And
So they were just thinking ahead for my entertainment.
It's interesting to me, Al, that this young second-year quarterback, Justin Herbert, seems to be the guy that's.
What I remember most about that night is I saw Spider-Man that night.
He's taken over the game.
35 touchdown passes. Is a Charger record.
Eckler, touchdown.
On his feet, Austin Eckler for the touchdown.
Hello, Austin Eckler.
As a kid, Austin Eckler rode bulls. He has great balance. You can understand why. Started to go down. kept his
I would have loved
balance,
Steve Young, I know
for
it.
the touchdown.
So good to have this guy back after missing last week Corey Lindsley, the great all-pro center up front there with that double team. And right now you're starting to see the Chargers team that they thought they could be, which is run the ball effectively with those great.
There wasn't much there running the ball on that drive, but he popped one at the end.
No Bucky Broncos stopped him on that run.
10-7 Raiders.
And it's a three-point game. 75 yards, 14 plays. Eckler.
Cool beans. You know, I've set my alarm for 8 so I can get up. Usually I'd get up at like 8:30 or later. But since I'm going to take a shower in the morning, I set it to 8. I kind of hope I wake up before that and feel like getting up and eating. Because I got bagel bites in there. And I'm too cheap to buy anything at work. I'm the one that thinks it's really fucking corny when somebody asks a celebrity if they can wish them a happy birthday. How about the Giants running quarterback sneak on 2nd and 9, quarterback sneak on 3rd and 11? It's just literally admitting you don't care if you win. I didn't watch AEW the other night. Was Anna Jay and Taylor Conti on the show? Because if they were, I'm sad I didn't go. Corey Linsley was a stud player for the Green Bay Packers, so of course they didn't keep him. I can't imagine why Aaron Rodgers was so pissy during the offseason. Oh, but Aaron Rodgers is a bad person.
They team up with Rashawn Slater on that left side as well, and that is where they're going to win or lose the game tonight. On the left side.
Yeah, without Steve Young, a couple of them Super Bowl runs would have never happened. Even the ones that Montana was like the guy wouldn't have happened without Steve Young being there to pick up the slack when Montana went down.
So Eckler's only one behind to tie for the league lead. Johnson takes it back out to the 30-yard line.
Like I said, now let's take a look at the Walker Plus 4J Skyjam, and it's going to be all about Joey Bosa and what they're doing on the outside. When they're wanting to throw it quickly, they don't double team it. When they want to get it down the field, they do. And then it turned into a delayed release on the outside by Foster Moreau, and that turned into one of the big plays of the first half.
Week 4 in L.A. on 30 pass rush snaps, a sack, quarterback hit, and 5 hurries, 7 total pressures.
The Raiders have the ball back, and they're stuffed for a loss.
Jacobs stuffed behind the line of scrimmage.
Think that felt good on Jacobs' ribs?
Yeah, they were going to try and trap him. That's what happens when you end up with a good player going to come from back here and try and kick him out.
You know, George Carlin used to have a joke about it. We were talking about Aaron Rodgers. George Carlin used to have a joke about opinions. He said, everybody can have an opinion. Oh, yeah? Well, my opinion is that your opinion doesn't fucking matter. That's what Aaron Rodgers said. My opinion is that you have no right to your opinion.
2018, 2nd down and 12. Over the middle.
3rd down.
Zay Jones, his father Robert was a linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys during the glory years.
Ooh.
3rd down, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, the one thing you do have to be able to do against this Chargers team is run the football. And there's Austin Eckler over there, our touchdown guy.
Austin Eckler looks like the stunt double for Key and Peele.
They're going to invite you to run the ball. So if you don't have success running the ball, they are just going to double down on playing the pass all night.
3rd and 5.
3rd down. Make a stop, Chargers. They got Carr rolling to his left and backpedaling. Heaves it down the field. There's a flag and pass interference. I think it's going to be offsetting penalties. They're going to get the Raiders for a hold, and they're going to get the Chargers for pass interference. I think.
We'll get the call.
Fouls by both teams. They'll offset.
Charger end.
Although now maybe they're just going to say it's on the
It was
Chargers.
a 3rd and 5 play with Carr drifting back some 15 yards or so. There are 2 fouls against the defensive
Oh, they're both fouls on the Chargers. Pass interference. The pass interference was plain as day. He just fucking ran through him.
Yeah, big difference.
Carr was playing a dangerous game with all that running around and backpedaling. Remember, he's second in the league in turnovers for a reason.
One of the easier calls you're ever going to see on that one.
The whole Raiders bench
What's
erupted
happening
at the same time.
right now,
What the fuck?
Chargers are really committing a lot of resources to Hunter Renfrow. That time they walked
Raiders
the
across
safety down,
midfield
they got
again.
the team on him. So Derek Carr is going to have to start looking to these other receivers.
20-yard penalty on Murray.
They blow that dead and he's still moving
Line of
forward.
scrimmage.
He might have got a yard or two after that.
Yeah, you know that the Raiders would love to be able to run the football. They did not have much success, and Greg Olson, their offensive coordinator, knows how much easier it is to get to some of those play pass and play action and bootleg looks and different things that they want to do. But right now, Nwosu and
Tom Cable, the offensive line coach there, he used to be the head coach of the Raiders back in like 2009, 2010. And now he's back as the offensive line coach. How about that? Carr gets sacked. Make it 3rd and long. He angrily tosses the ball to the official.
Having a night of nights.
And that guy's flying all over the field.
That's an 8-yard sack and makes it 3rd down and 18.
3rd down.
the Raiders now have got to pick up the pace. They've got Moreau coming
Fuck
across
Bosa,
here
you better
to
stop
try and
this
kick out
guy.
Nwosu, and he never gets there. A little chip on the outside, and then it was Moreau who couldn't get there either. So I just don't think they're paying much attention to the play action fakes because they're having no success running the ball.
They're going to heave it, try to get this 1st down. Nope, he checks it down. It's all about can you tackle? And they do. 4th down. Raiders will punt.
Brian Edwards makes his first catch of the night, but well short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 6.
Yeah, it's always interesting in the NFL right now. This used to be, okay, yeah, we're going to see the punter run out on the field. Now you pay attention. Are they going to run him out or not?
Punting in this situation makes sense.
Unless you get a great punt here, sometimes you end up picking up 20 yards or 22 or 3 yards of field position to kick it into the end zone.
So the top punter in the league, Cole, sending it down to Roberts, who leads the league in run-back yardage, at least on kickoffs, but had that turnover the last time.
Yeah, Andre Roberts calls for a fair catch that time.
And sets the Chargers up at the 11-yard line when we come back. 8:54 to the half. Las Vegas by 3.
Raiders 10, Chargers 7. You know, now that I have this office job, I might finally get to live out another George Carlin stand-up routine when he talked about how he talked about getting fired from your job. And he goes, I've been fired a lot in my life. And he goes, you can tell. And he says, you know what would happen? They wouldn't hand me a pink slip. They wouldn't give me papers. A guy would come around to my desk and say, get the fuck out of here. I might have that happen to me because I finally have a job like that. I hate that I wasn't live streaming during the 4th quarter and overtime of Niners Rams because you could have heard me laughing at the Saints as they get eliminated from the playoffs. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass. Blow it out your ass.
6 games with 50 more rushing yards and 50 more receiving yards. Tied for the most in Chargers history with LaDainian.
Caden, you're going to go far in life knowing George Carlin.
3 games with the rushing and receiving touchdown.
The man was a prophet. What can I say?
That's the most in Chargers history. And as we say, one shy of tying Jonathan Taylor for the
Shaw just start at their own 10.
Start from the 10.
Eckler for a half a yard. Not a lot in the run game outside of that touchdown.
Joe Lombardi said, he goes, I've got to tell you, I underestimated him when I got here. I thought he was kind of a scat back, a receiver type guy, you know, we could use in various ways, but he is really put together and very intense personality and runner, incredible weightlifter. Some of the things he can do in the gym are just mind-blowing.
No big-time college offers. Went to Western State in Colorado. A couple of other offers. One wanted to play defensive back. He wanted to be a running back.
Bootleg action from Herbert. Has to avoid a sack. First down. Keenan Allen.
At the 21-yard line to Keenan Allen.
Best play Herbert's made so far.
Keenan Allen making his second catch of the night. And that was Quentin Jefferson. Good to see him back on the field to put the heat on Herbert.
Well, there's so much to be impressed with Justin Herbert, but I think this is probably number 1. He is the number 1 quarterback in the National Football League when it comes to making throws under pressure over the last 2 years. That's just not something you expect to say about a guy in his second year.
Name to the Pro Bowl.
Can we get a playoff schedule at halftime, please? 2-yard run for Eckler.
On Eckler.
Chargers are trying to stay balanced.
Look at Herbert in that draft, Chris, and remember that's the Joe Burrow draft. And then what do you do if you're Miami, Tagovailoa, or do you go to Herbert and Tua winds up going to Miami and the Chargers?
Yeah, Tua goes to Miami. How's that working out? He's literally the one thing holding that team back.
And Herbert has one of those kind of...
Herbert is Elway on fucking steroids. I like Herbert a lot.
There's really nothing he can't do. Great runner.
He's on a bootleg again, but here comes that safety. He gets it away. 3rd and 4. Now they give him an extra yard.
Out of Tennessee making that grab. 3rd down and 2.
You know, we did that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers here, and they tried to play a lot of man coverage, and he ran all over the place against them. But his ability to stand in there and makes those sort of off-balance throws, the bootleg game, the whole thing. And I just keep wondering, are we going to start to see a couple of runs out of Justin Herbert? Because everything is on the line here tonight.
That made the
3rd down.
major difference in that Steeler game on Sunday Night Football back in midseason. 3rd down and a deuce.
Stares down the receiver, but he's wide open anyway for a quick first.
6 is Jalen Guyton makes the catch.
Oh, yes, I've heard of Jason Jacoby.
Very rapidly moving.
I know all about that bullshit. I do my best to ignore it and avoid it instead of giving that jackass the attention he wants so badly.
I mean, that was far hash, thrown to the flat, across the field. Those are the kind of plays that turn into pick sixes sometimes, but I've never seen a throw that he didn't think he could make. And now watching a lot of his throws today back in the room, so many times his ability to drop it over somebody in coverage and in between the next guy in coverage has just been so impressive.
Changes hands and hands it off.
Eckler, 15 yards.
Picked up 14 yards before he scampers out of bounds near midfield. Got away from Trufant.
My man Desmond Trufant. Desmond Trufant, who at one point was so good, would routinely shut down Odell Beckham in his prom. And nobody ever talked about it. But I noticed.
No way you're tackling Eckler with an arm tackle like that. And we're seeing Trufant in the game probably because of what happened with Faison in that last drive.
Suzanne Eckler right there in the white jersey.
She's the one that gave him the black eye.
2013 was a good draft for Atlanta. They got Trufant, Alford, and Jake Matthews in the same draft.
Palmer coming around, gave it
And it worked out pretty well.
hangs in the pocket.
Ooh.
Into traffic and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Go to Michelle.
Well, Austin Eckler told me he's addicted to working out because he thrives on pushing his body to the max. He said he does does a lot of jumping because it measures his lower body explosiveness and it produces acceleration, power, and the ability to run through blocks. We've been seeing that all night. He said, I'm in a good place in terms of how I feel in my little space. I don't compare myself to anyone, and that's what's gotten me here.
Eight carries for 47 yards tonight, Michelle.
Now, I know you do a lot of chin-ups, but doing a chin-up and then pressing it above the chin-up.
While you're watching all the throws in your room, I'm doing chin-ups.
Good protection. Taking too long, though. Jared Cook. First down.
And that's another first down.
I think this has been the most impressive part for me about watching Justin Herbert grow. We know he has the big arm. He can throw it all over the place. But he is starting to go through those progressions. And, of course, Joe Lombardi, so many years with the Saints, and Drew Brees, and knowing what's going on with just those quicker throws. Because, yes, he can make the big plays down the field, but day in, day out, it's those kind of reads that you have to make to win in this league.
Jackson bust up the middle for a first down.
That's an 11-yard pickup.
Sticking with the run game, it's starting to pay off.
To halftime.
So many times this is what Lindsley brings to your offense is he's going to make the initial block, but then go get somebody on the next level. So there he's going to make sure that block is taken, and then he goes down the field to take care of Diablo as well.
Leslie snapping for Aaron Rodgers for 7 years and signs with the Chargers in the offseason. Jackson stays in the backfield.
Hold on the outside there, but they didn't flag it. You could see that from space.
Denzel Perryman. Spot that ball now at the 19-yard line.
You just see what happens on the backside of these RPOs because they're just so afraid of Herbert pulling the ball down and being able to make those backside throws. So it really stretches horizontally all the defenses in the league, and it has really been one of those breakthrough kind of things for offense.
Strive started at their own 10.
Come up with 3 tight ends here from the 19-yard line.
Good patience, Eckler. First down. They got to run one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Began back at the 10-yard line. They've run 11 plays now for 77 yards.
Yeah, and it's an issue, right? Quentin Jefferson gets hurt, and then they end up with Solomon Thomas, who's much more of sort of the pass rusher, athletic guy in there. And I think the Chargers have noticed that as well and just going ahead and attacking right at that group up front. Now Jefferson back in.
Herbert's going to keep it. Nah, this has no chance. You better just get out of bounds. As soon as I saw 3 black jerseys in front of him, I'm like, you better just get out of bounds, man. 2-minute warning of the half. You can see the score. And the big toilet bowl on the side of the highway in Las Vegas. That's what it looks like from the outside. Of course, when John Gruden was the head coach, it was appropriate because they played like they were shit most of the time. Shit. Well, you know what I'm noticing about this 10-year challenge trend on Facebook is that everybody used to be skinny 10 years ago. Now they're fat. What happened? I'm the opposite. He's body shaming. You know the Patriots could have drafted Deebo Samuel, but instead they took N'Keal Harry N'Keal Harry has 184 yards this year. Deebo Samuel had 1,300, as well as 8 rushing touchdowns. Remember, a tie eliminates the Steelers and gets both of these teams in the playoffs. We mustn't lose sight of that. It is a 3-point game. You're probably hoping one of these teams pulls away, right? It's like you want to be entertained, but at the same time.
And the Steelers are cheering for either team to blow out the other one. They just do not want to.
My heart says Raiders. Chargers in the red zone on a 2nd and 11. Herbert's going to keep it. Throws a screen to Eckler. Nobody's there. He's got to make one man miss. Touchdown. Chargers. Screen pass to Eckler. Nobody was there until he got near the goal line. Yeah, I've never seen a... She's got to be a hired actor. That lady in the Eckler jersey. Because there's no way a Chargers fan ever gets that excited. Eckler's the X factor in this game right now. And the Chargers take the lead. 14-10. How the turntables. Stop trying to get me copyrighted. I like how YouTube says, oh, you can play 30 seconds of anything. I've been copyrighted and only have like 5 seconds of a song before. It's bullshit. I'm starting to get pissed, though. I mean, I was happy. One of my favorite streamers played Vice City, and he uploaded the whole thing to YouTube with the soundtrack and everything, and his video didn't get blocked. But when I played Vice City the first time, they blocked my video. Oh, you got copyright stuff in there. It's like, yeah, it's the soundtrack of the game. He had the same fucking music playing, but they let his stay up, but they blocked mine. Whatever. Nine and 8 is the new 7 and 9. Yeah, because you look at a team like the Eagles and the Saints, it's like, yeah, they're shit, but technically they're a winning team. Goddamn, Mike Davis is making me feel bad for talking shit. You guys want to hear this? Mike Davis. When I say this shit hurt, it really hurt. All I wanted to do was put on for my family and city and had the worst year of my life. My teammates hurt because I let y'all down. I messed up too much. Damn. I take back everything I said about Mike Davis. I respect a man who admits that he fucking sucks.
Their way into the playoffs. We'll look at all the matchups at the half. Alan, Chris, back to you.
Quote Pat McAfee. Yeah, he fucking stinks. But he's a good dude. I just hope he's not with the Falcons next year. He can go do something somewhere else.
No longer 20 touchdowns this season.
We need to get us a Kareem Hunt or somebody like that.
And the kickoff will
Or one of the 8 million running backs the 49ers had.
Wildcard weekend, you've got 6 games coming up over
Yeah, Jacoby Myers had 80 catches this year.
4:30 Eastern, 8:15.
We still don't have a fucking playoff schedule
Any of those networks. We know that CBS
as we approach
Sunday
halftime.
has the 4:30 Eastern time game. Our crew will have the 8:15 Eastern time game next Sunday night. At ABC and ESPN, we'll have the first ever Monday night wild card game next Monday
Sunday
at
at 1 o'clock.
8:15. Still figuring out which games are going where. Get it to you as soon as we know.
let
The 25-yard line, here's Carr throwing.
Hunter Renfrow with a rare drop.
10 for Renfro.
They will give the Bucks the best spot for them, which will probably be 8 o'clock Sunday
Crazy
night.
it's been.
Late in the day, but not on Monday, so they don't have to play on a short week after that.
Jacksonville beats
But they get
Buffalo.
plenty of rest
They
from
look
this week.
horrendous.
And they get to beat up on the crappy
Today,
Eagles. So
Indianapolis and Jacksonville. What happened?
I don't know. And now tonight, all anybody's talking about on the internet probably is the possibility of a tie here. So sort of an appropriate ending to this wild and crazy season that we've seen.
Yeah, everybody in Pittsburgh, of course, would go nuts if it happened to tie.
oh, offsides.
Out. And meanwhile,
You see Jalen Richard. He went, ooh.
Fackrell along with Bosa.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense,
Same thing.
number 52, unimpeded to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It's a really big moment in the game because clearly the momentum has shifted all to the Chargers, and they took that one 90 yards down the field, made that look easy. So right before the half here, Raiders really need to reestablish themselves a little bit.
Second and 5 against the former.
Behind Waller, but he made a great catch. Raiders are near the 50. Minute and 40. They got 3 timeouts. They can take their time.
Last year, this year he's been hurt. Missed the last 5 games. Is able to make this grab right here, his first catch of the night for 6.
Having Waller back is great.
To be able to make some of those Hunter Renfrow moves and catches, they get him involved, and all of a sudden this Raiders offense is completely different. They have desperately missed Darren Waller.
Waller drops that one.
And that time it's Waller again, and he goes back to him. James covering on the play with 1:13 to play now to the half at second down and 10.
Kind of plays you need, especially with this offense. You could see how quickly he was looking upfield to try and pick up that first down. You can never assume it. Even as well as he catches the ball, you just can't make that assumption.
Waller is 6'6", 255 out of Georgia Tech. Second and 10.
Look at this time. Carr just throw it away, though. Coverage. All about the coverage there. Third down. He's begging for a flag.
10. Carr pleading his case here. No flag on the field.
Really a great matchup inside here, too, with 2 of the really good slot players in the game. And Chris Harris going against Hunter Renfrow. And here's Waller. This is where they're trying to go. And he just slipped and fell as he came out of that cut. And really, at that point, Derek Carr had nowhere to go.
So there's a conference here with Lakeman. There was no
Okay.
flag on the field. Now, there is
Now they throw a flag. You can throw a flag that late?
Just throws it here, so whatever the discussion was resulted in this. Yep.
Oh, they call grounding. Surprised I didn't say nothing about that. I'm usually pretty good at calling grounding.
He wasn't out of the tackle box.
Well, you're going to see Waller come across the field and slip and fall. But that was
Yeah, that's the definition of grounding.
Yeah, he did, and I'm sure Derek Carr is trying to say, well, he fell. That's the reason I had to do it, but it was at least a beat or 2 after he fell.
And he had to get out of that box. Bisaccia wants further explanation.
Yeah, here's the further explanation right now, though, but We've got the
Los
Raiders.
Angeles has declined a 10-second runoff, so the clock is correct.
Yeah, they want to have the chance to get that ball back. That's what I was thinking too. That
The Chargers have the lead and they're aggressive, so
were first down very unlikely.
they got 3 timeouts and the Raiders are on 3rd and 20.
Offensive side.
And the Chargers would have all 3 timeouts. 3rd down and 23.
They go draw with Richard.
Put on the ground.
And he is close. Go for it.
Richard.
Go for it. Jalen Richard got 22 yards on 3rd and 23. You go for this.
It's either 4th and 1, or he just did get there. But what a run here, 22 yards on a 3rd down.
Go for it.
Run all the way, right? But watch Andre James.
Make him regret not taking that 10-second
Safety,
runoff.
Which was really the last piece of the puzzle right here. Good blocking down the field, but Derwin James really didn't have a chance to get involved in that, and no doubt now what they do.
Yeah, James took out James, so now the ball is at the 43. You've got 56 seconds. Mariota's now coming.
Give Staley a taste of his own medicine. Mariota's the quarterback now.
And the spot was interesting.
I bet it's a sneak.
I mean, I thought
If
when
it's
they
not a
had
sneak, they're stupid.
So it's a less than a full yard. Meanwhile, they look at the crowd is looking at it, and the crowd is now saying, as they look,
Can we get a review?
Big board here. Come on, he had a first down,
It's inside of 2 minutes. They'd have to review it
but it's the five.
without a challenge.
Yeah, now they're
Now
going to
they're going to say, let's take a
Previous plays under review.
In fairness, what they do is wait until the last second to stop the game. I thought they might do that, but they were making me nervous.
Michael says 93 is being held. I don't know if he got the first down or not. I ain't seen a good angle of it. I thought he was a little short. I guess we'll see.
I don't know, the fans are reacting.
Yeah, the way they
must be
reacted
pretty
made me think,
bad.
damn, did he have a first down?
They don't usually get that loud for a flag or a bad play.
Oh, Bob Saget. That's a really long commercial inside of the last minute of a half.
After review, the runner reached the 42-yard
Hey, first down Raiders. A 3rd and 23, and they get it with a draw play. Chargers, how stupid do you have to be?
So he
You
just
give up
didn't get it.
3rd and 23
On the other side, the
on that
sticks.
stupid draw play that never worked. I'll be damned, he did get it.
I mean, it's pretty clear it's right on the 42, which was a first down, and they marked it on the 43.
So huge play.
Huge. Monstrous.
The Chargers with all of their timeouts. Vegas had to use
Raiders at the San Diego, the Charger 42. They're not a Los Angeles fucking team. They're a San Diego team playing in Los Angeles. Bosa got Carr on the run. He goes down, not at Bosa's hands, but someone else.
Justin Jones. Bosa coming around the edge. Carr stepping up. Comes just about back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
And that was a big pressure that time because Zay Jones was screaming across the field here, and I think he had a chance. Carr was trying to just buy enough time to get this throw off, and he could not.
Raiders take their 2nd timeout with 49 seconds.
Yeah, so many times it's not the sack itself, but it's the pressure that sets up somebody else's sack, and Joey Bosa that time created that one.
Now what? Timeout Chargers.
Meanwhile, the Chargers are not going to take a timeout. And we can
Ends of these halves take forever. Oh, we got a playoff schedule? Oh, no. It's a commercial for something else. Al Michaels, don't get my fucking hopes up. I want to know what game is going to happen when.
We need to know.
I already recorded it, man.
Very good.
Although I like Peacock, too. You can go whenever you want.
You can.
How about that for a promo?
You're a machine. So the Chargers just took a timeout. It's 2nd down and 10 now at the 42-yard line.
So many times with Waller outside in this bunch formation, they will use the other guys to give him space.
Carr rolling to his left, launches. And that's pass interference like a motherfucker. The ball wasn't even in the area.
Chris Harris with Zay Jones back there. Nwosu put the pressure on Carr that time.
It's crazy to get a foul that bad and the ball's not even anywhere near you. Yeah.
Pass interference, defense, number 25. Foul occurred in the end zone, so the ball replaced.
1st and goal at the 1.
I mean, that ball landed at least 20 yards away from where Zay Jones was. Now, Carr's going to take a big hit.
Ah, Carr got
outside the pocket that
driven
time.
into the ground.
But I'm telling you, even Derek's laughing.
And he's got fake grass in his helmet. That's rare that happens. Oh, wait, no, they got the real grass in there. I forgot.
There's the foul.
That's horrible. You can't commit a foul when the ball's nowhere near you. 1st and goal at the 1. The Raiders have 41 seconds and a timeout. They're going to run it with Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Raiders take the lead. Chargers have just been playing sloppy. Special teams and defense have been playing sloppy.
Decided by foolish penalties a long way from the ball. And right there, good finish on the part of Josh Jacobs. But for the Raiders, that was the kind of answer they needed to turn the tide back in their favor.
They converted a 3rd and 23 with a draw. Everybody runs a draw on 3rd and 23. You know it's coming, and you still give it up? The fuck, Chargers? 17-14. Derwin James is fired the fuck up. I hate they cut away from that. Might end up swinging at each other like Deron Payne and whoever the fuck else it was in Washington a few weeks ago. 3rd and 23, you give up that on a draw. And then the worst pass interference I've ever seen by a player.
There's Chris Harris with the foul, a good 20 yards away from where the ball actually landed. Josh Jacobs then finished it off.
Harris can't believe it. The 3rd and 20, that's the longest run for a 1st down this season in the NFL.
Only the Chargers. Only the Chargers.
Better way for the season to end, huh? We have seen some wild stuff already in this 1st half.
Ain't over either.
Nope.
Chargers have 2 timeouts here.
You can't go to overtime.
Chargers get the ball to start the second half as well.
Cross leads. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Not too bad.
Yeah, the Steelers would rather see somebody pull away.
If possible. Instead, it comes down to the 25.
I thought the Rams and Niners were going to tie earlier. Hell, I thought the Ravens and Steelers were going to tie.
That was the one.
That was the one that made me think, yeah, they might really tie here.
Numbers are similar for the quarterbacks. Herbert's thrown for 106. Carr is thrown for 107. Each guy with a touchdown pass and no picks. Chargers will get the ball to start the second half.
2 timeouts. They're going to come out throwing here. It's batted back in his face.
Knocked away that time by Darius.
Thought he was going to catch it himself and run it in.
Took 5 seconds and makes it second down and 10. Each team has run 31 plays in the game. First downs close to even. Everything close to even.
Check out this little inside move here by Phylon. That was nice, going right around that Filer and Phylon going at it inside, and there's Herbert to get rid of it.
False start. They get away with it. I think it was a false start. Herbert's buying time. He's going to run 3 whole yards. Ducks out of bounds.
It'll be third down now.
Now the Chargers have to pay attention to what they're doing out here. You don't want to have to turn around and punt this ball back to them. Anything can happen. You punt the football, and that guy knows a thing or two about strategy when it comes to special teams.
Rich Bisaccia, that's how he made his mark. Gus Bradley, the defensive coordinator, he knows all about the Chargers. He was there the last 4 years. 3rd and 8. Herbert fires and
Incomplete, but there's a flag.
with 19 seconds, and that's Trufant colliding with Mike Williams.
And Max Crosby with a nice move inside. I think drew the hold on that one.
Holding. Offense.
Holding on the Chargers.
Penalties decline. Ends up 4th down.
That's Storm Norton. And now the punt unit has to come in.
Now we talked about the left side of the offensive line of the Chargers. Their weaker side is on the right side, and this time Crosby able to take advantage. And now here the Raiders are again with a little
Get a
bit
good
of
return.
chance
They got a timeout.
before the half.
Renfro is back to receive. Ty Long to send it down to him. And a flag is
False
thrown.
start. Nice.
Gonna back him up 5.
Full start. Offense number 31. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Getting a little more interesting every moment
It is.
here.
Remember, I mentioned Long is near the bottom of the league in punting average.
This is one we really wouldn't mind, the ball that dribbles along on the ground to eat up a little bit of this clock.
It'd be funny if they got like 2 more false starts. What are they doing?
3. He does get it away and angles it to the near side.
Good punt, but a missed tackle. And Renfro gets it near the 35.
7 with
10 seconds. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing with this. And we got another commercial with 10 seconds to go and a half. A commercial with 10 seconds left on the clock. Outstanding. I don't care that it's only a 30-second ad. You have a commercial with 10 seconds to go and a half. Stop showing wings. I'm hungry.
games right here, the regular season, and then next weekend 6 wild card games. 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and a Monday nighter.
Take a knee, I guess.
They should. You're not going to do anything with 10 seconds. 17-14 Raiders. Chargers get the ball to start the second half.
Regardless, a very entertaining first half. 17-14 with so much at stake. Coming up next, the Toyota halftime, like Tony and Drew to fill you in, guys.
All right, Al, thanks. 3rd and 23. Charger fans still over that at the break. Critical swing in the last 2 minutes, and you get the feeling this is going to come down to...
Okay, use the bathroom. One to talk, but do you think he's got his TV up fucking loud enough? It feels like I'm watching TV right here, but it's all the way in the back corner of the fucking living room. Michael, what are the odds for next week? You said they're out already? Can't believe I have room to walk around in here now. Yeah, looking at the way that Harvick car was all yawed out in that picture earlier, looking at these cars from around the same time, I can't tell if it's an optical illusion or not.
Welcome to the Toyota halftime. Let's go places.
Raiders jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Chargers came back to make it 14-10. Jacobs from a yard out.
Dallas -3, Tampa Bay -8, Rams -4.
17-14 the Raiders. The winner is in, the loser is out.
Unless they tie.
Pittsburgh's out. I'm just giving the facts with Tony Dungy and Drew Brees.
Trying to win the game.
Let's go. Let's get to the best of Week 18. We're going to have half the playoff field different from last year. Tennessee's going back, a division champ one more time. Lock down the 1 seed today, Tom.
Yes, A.J. Brown back. Derrick Henry will be back.
Julio Jones got a touchdown today. The Colts lost to the fucking Jags.
Yeah, they got totally shut down today. They could not run the ball at all with Jonathan Taylor. Carson
Carson Wentz had some costly mistakes. Jacksonville got the win, and they got the #1 pick, by the way. Pittsburgh alive because of that Indianapolis loss, and maybe not midnight for Big Ben.
Yeah, overtime. They couldn't play for the tie. Mike had to go for it on 4th and 8. Ray McCloud.
And then Chris Boswell from 36 yards. And the Steelers will play Kansas City unless this game ends up. All right, so here's the deal in the AFC. If the score holds and the Raiders win, go down the column on the right. Steelers, Chiefs, Patriots, Bills for the 3rd time. Raiders, Bengals. If the Chargers come back and win, Steelers, Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Patriots, and Bengals. It's a story in the AFC. To the NFC.
Tom Brady's stat pads against an inferior opponent. What else is new?
Brady closes out strong.
Yeah, they started off slow, but really got things going in the second half when they needed to. Going to his main man, Mike
The
Evans.
defending champs of the 2 seed. This was really the game that spun so much. Matthew Stafford to Cooper Cup late.
Yes, he puts his team in front. Now leave it in the defense's hands. You think they're going to close it out, but Jimmy Garoppolo rallies them.
With a bad bump to Deebo Samuel. Big play to get in the red zone. No
They didn't talk about his bad thumb as much as they talked about Taysom Hill's bad finger.
Jennings is so wide open here.
Yes, Debo wide open, Jennings wide open. What happened to the Rams defense in the last drive?
Overtime, long field goal drive for the Niners. Stafford gets it back. Tries to get to OBJ.
And you can say what you want about Stafford. He played like shit for the majority of the game. But on a defense with Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey, you give up that many points? That's awful. And to look that bad in the 4th quarter, that's inexcusable.
Legendary in the 90s. We'll see him in 2020.
Rams, Cowboys, Bucks.
The Eagles and the Bucks
They'll
play
win.
Thursday night, week 6.
The Niners will never do what I want them to do, and neither will the Eagles.
22 of those matchups. What's jumping out to you?
Well, Eagles and the Bucks have had some big-time playoff games. As a matter of fact, they got fired after the Eagles.
I was going to say.
But this Philadelphia team, they lost earlier to Tampa, but it's a different team. Jalen Hurts, they're playing with a lot more confidence now.
Yeah, and speaking of teams who can run the ball, 49ers going to Dallas.
Yeah.
Keep in mind what happened 2 weeks ago when Arizona went there and decided to run the football and did it very successfully.
Oh, 49ers, I need you.
The 49ers are rolling right now, getting healthy at the right time.
Obviously, Indianapolis is the big loser. One of the big losers, the Rams.
The biggest loser of all time
is
is the Colts.
They're going to have to play the Cardinals in a game. Those two teams know each other so well. Do you trust anybody in the AFC to get on a big run here?
Well, no, I mean, it's up for anybody, but I'd say I'm really interested to see how Cincinnati goes into the playoffs here. They are such a big play team. I've been so impressed with their ability to just attack when they were called out in these last 2 weeks. So I'm on the Bengals train.
Bengals are fun.
You know, we don't know how this game is going to turn out, but I'd love to see that matchup of Cincinnati against New England and see Bill Belichick against Joe Burrow.
That could be a possibility, but still a second half ahead. But first,
We know nothing right now
full on a Toyota truck.
because it's only a 3-point game. We know nothing.
If the playoffs are as crazy as the season's been, watch out for that Steelers-Eagles Super Bowl.
That Steelers Eagles Super Bowl. Said that Kevin Harvick car I showed you looked like it had scoliosis. I said, damn, I can't remember the last time I saw a car looking like it had scoliosis right out of the showroom. Y'all, how about no? Nah, but if we see Dylan, if we move the number on the car forward, that'll solve everything.
Should have moved it back.
No, that was worse. Because remember they did that in the All-Star race and it looked fucking retarded. Forward better than back, but I think we should just leave it right in the fucking middle.
Or numbers only on the top of the cars, and the sides are for sponsors only.
Could make it like IndyCar and make the numbers really tiny. That's why IndyCar's so hard to watch for new people. It's like, what car's which? Who's in what? Unless they got like a really distinct paint scheme, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Livery deal.
Oh, yeah. Livery. Don't say paint scheme. Broken the laws of open wheel racing. Paint schemes are barbaric. Liveries are where it's at. Crack that window one more time. Damn, that hurt. That window's like jammed.
We need a schedule.
Yeah, please. It kind of is hard to make the whole schedule since you don't know who's going fucking where till this game's about over. So that's kind of tough. NFC games, they could be like, here's when they're happening because that's set. Let we know who's going where.
Saturday, you're going to get Chiefs, Steelers, and Cowboys, Niners. It's going to be your Saturday games, I think.
The simpler times of 2 weeks ago when we thought the Colts were a real threat. Chargers played sloppy, period, but they're only down by 3. Because Herbert's good and Eckler's good.
New roads. And in Las Vegas, some of the buzz. 17-14 is our halftime score. Eckler, second undrafted player.
I never thought I'd take number placement on a race car for granted.
Kansas City was the other. He did it.
I regret it. I've lived my life not appreciating it.
Conversion on a 3rd and 23 to set up the go-ahead touchdown. Chargers 42 drives with 10 or more plays, 2 tonight, both touchdowns. And what's at stake? Under the playoffs, loser goes home, barring a tie, where they both go to the playoffs. And the Steelers go crazy.
Yeah, we know the 1 o'clock game on Sunday won't be a West Coast team.
Addressing that possibility as well.
We just did.
Yeah.
Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle LaFoya, final regular season game at Allegiant Stadium. Chargers to get
The Raiders kicking off to start the second half.
Roberts from the 6.
Andre Roberts with a nice return. Holds on to the ball this time.
Gets to the 29, and we go to Michelle.
Brandon Staley, Al, came out of the locker room and immediately went to the officials and complained about that pass interference call against Chris Harris Jr.
How can he complain?
He disagreed with it, told me the same, but he told me the Chargers weathered the early storm. They settled down on wants them to play physical at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they better play
and take care of the ball.
not so
Rick
sloppy.
Pitino said the Raiders would make some adjustments to deal with Austin Eckler, but his overall message to his team: we will compete to the bitter end.
As they have all season long, they're still from the 29-yard line. Start with a pass
Gain of
and
7.
a 7-yard gain. Guyton. We're talking about that pass interference goal is interesting, and I agree with you. I think that was not a catchable ball, but the ball's on its way up as the penalty is called.
So it lands in the field of play, which is significant on this, but you're going to see the ball land way over here on the R, and the foul way over in the middle of the field. Now, is it possible that Jones could have gotten all the way back over there? I guess it was possible, but...
Play action from Herbert. Wide open, Jared Cook. If he was faster, he would score. But he's down to the 20.
Almost down to the 20-yard line. So the Chargers come out hot in the second half. Need a 42 here.
Nice looking play design here. They're going to clear on the outside, then do an out and up with Jared Cook. And all that does is it drives the defender deeper. Basin was a good 20 yards back, and the underneath defender kind of let him go because he thought he was going up the field. I'll tell you, this Justin Herbert impresses. He just impresses me every time I watch him play.
Two quick plays to take him down to the 22-yard line.
Oh, God, Eckler again. Big loss.
Taken down to the 25-yard line by Faison. Loss of 3.
And we all talk about the great arm strength, but to me, this is what has impressed me the most. His ability to adapt and to get to that second and to get to that third read. And for a guy his size to have that kind of quick release and get the ball out of his hand. We talk about him. He was a valedictorian. He's a smart guy. And, man, he is learning the National Football League in a hurry.
And Ngakoue is coming out. So Blakeman sent him over to the bench, and he sent him over because somebody upstairs may have said, get Ngakoue out of there, at least for a play. And he said, no, I'm fine.
Trey McKinney over there blocking on him.
Well, they sent him out for at least one play. And then Furl comes in on his spot, 2nd and 13.
Oh, man, Herbert gets crushed.
By Quentin Jefferson.
2 negative plays in a row. That'll kill a drive.
And Farrell was there as well. 3rd and 23 now.
That's the side they're going to have to attack. They knew it coming in, and there it is. It finally pays off. Going against Michael Schofield. Remember that this is a team that had the right side of their offense.
Now, could the Chargers convert a 3rd and 23?
Boucher and Brian Bulaga both.
The Raiders showed
That will be the focal
Yeah.
point of the rush.
Herbert felt that one.
Ngakoue is back in the game, 3rd and 23.
Screen.
Dump off here to Eckler, and Eckler
Well, they could kick a 54-yard field goal.
field goal attempt, tackle made there by Max.
Well, about 51, 52.
Well, as we head
And they're going to do it.
possibility of 17-17.
Mike Tomlin is saying, get out of here. 51-yard attempt.
Ties are not common, but the longer a game stays tied, the higher the chances are.
Hopkins has cleaned it up since his pickup from
It's a 51-yarder,
the season.
and he shanked it by a mile.
No good.
Wide left.
Wide left by 6 feet.
All righty. See you Saturday.
You gonna be watching the game Saturday? I'll be here.
Yeah.
If they put it up there in the next few minutes, send me what the schedule is.
Yeah.
But I'll see you Saturday.
See it. Dylan's heading home. God, I'm kind of tired. Watching football is one of the most physically exhausting activities a human can partake in, next to soccer. Or so I've heard. I gotta stretch my legs. field position for the Raiders. Like I said, the Chargers are doing a good job of taking themselves out of the game, but somehow still staying close. A Bengals-Raiders playoff game has some epic potential. That's all I'm saying. Oh, we have a schedule.
Some things are still in play, obviously, depending on the
Bengals Saturday at 4:30. Bills Saturday at 8. Sunday at 1. Eagles Bucks. Niners Cowboys at 4:30. Chiefs at 8:15, and then Mondays the Cardinals and the Rams.
At the Chiefs Sunday night, and then the Monday night game will be Arizona.
An NFC playoff game is going to be on CBS.
Let the games begin. Not yet, but still to be determined.
Pretty good game right here.
Yeah, very good game. 17-14.
So we have a schedule.
11:42.
We'll have to look over that again. Raiders start at their own 41. Jacobs for 3. See if I can find that schedule to show Dylan.
Powered by AWS, and what were the odds that long run could possibly happen and turn this football game of Jalen Richard? 1.6% chance. But that was the magical moment so far for this Raiders team.
Carr backpedaling, heaves it away.
Woshu had a big first half. Again, him out of it, holding his shoulder now. So he's paying a price. It'll be 3rd down and 8. He's been terrific tonight.
Yeah, and Jerry Tillery inside is going to go to work on Alex Leatherwood, and for Leatherwood, that's one of the problems that he's had. You see him open the gate, as they call it, turn his shoulders sideways.
3rd and 8 for the Raiders.
Defensive lineman like that, there's almost no way to keep him off the quarterback.
3rd down and 8.
Bosa couldn't quite get there.
Could not connect with Zay Jones. They're Derwin James with the coverage and 4th down and 8 after a 3-and-out.
It was a big miss. They've had a few opportunities. You think early in the game, the deep ball that they missed to Zay Jones as well.
3-and-out after the missed field goal.
You know, you get about 12% possessions per game, and don't want to give away any.
A.J. Cole, his 3rd punt of the night. Roberts falls for.
Fair catch at the 9. 17-14. Chargers miss a field goal. Raiders go 3-and-out. Still really close. I'm stunned they didn't give the Bucks the 8 o'clock game.
Staley, the head coach, about Herbert changing the man. He can access the entire field, accurate throwing into tight coverage, accurate against pressure, the threat to run. We were talking about
Chris Collinsworth's mom is tight coverage, if you know what I mean.
37%. The rest of the league, the average is 19%. So I like the way Staley put it to us the other day. He changes the man. Statistical regression is how he put it.
Eckler for 6.
You know, one of the things we talked about early on here was the fact that Herbert was going to have to be really patient in this game, and that's exactly what's happening. So far, only 4 of his 20 passes beyond 10 yards. So the Raiders have been doing a nice job out there, just sort of keeping things underneath them and not giving up those big plays.
Yeah, they held Keenan Allen pretty much in check.
Yeah, Keenan Allen's been almost a ghost tonight. Mike Williams as well.
Sooner or later, they hope that that's
Got a
the case. Meanwhile,
injury for the Raiders.
Denzel Perryman, who was picked up by Carolina, then sent to Las Vegas before the season began. KJ Wright, the longtime former Seattle Seahawk, comes in that place.
But that is significant. Perriman is the juice in that huddle, and if he can't come back, that would be huge.
Second down.
See if the Chargers take advantage of that. Screen to Guyton. Third and about 1.
3rd and 1 for the Chargers.
One of the really good players in the league has been for a long time, Casey Hayward coming up, and this is what we've been seeing so far out of the Chargers. They want just catches and runs afterwards, so it really comes down to open field tackling, and that time Hayward able to make the play, and Perriman's still in a lot of pain over there on that sideline.
From the 18 on 3rd and 1.
They run it with Eckler on the 3rd and 1, and the Raiders stuff it. Can't get to the line. Now the Chargers go 3 and out. And Staley's going to go for this at their own 18.
When they needed him most, watch him just fight his way through all these blockers as they tried to come with that counter.
And the Chargers are going to go for it at their own 18, down by 3. They're only down by 3, and it's still early in the 3rd. Need a 1.5 yards. Boy, this could be the all-time blunder. No, they're snapping it. And he gets fucking annihilated. And the Raiders take over in the red zone. That's just idiotic, man. It's a 3-point game. Punt. You're an idiot. Brandon Staley's a fucking idiot. This is why they lost to the Chiefs, and that's why they're going to lose this game, because he's fucking stupid. Horrible. Just absolutely stupid. You don't deserve to make the playoffs coaching like that. That is fucking moron. It's a 3-point game, and you're deep in your own territory. Punt. Moron. Oh, the Raiders score right here. Put another fucking touchdown on the board. You got to be fucking retarded. That is the all-time horribly stupid decision in basically a playoff game. And they run kind of a weird Philly special deal, but they run it with Waller. And about 3. That's just ridiculous. That's inexcusable to be allowed to get away with that. I know he's the fucking head coach, but damn. He doesn't have to answer for that, and he's the head coach.
Working against the strength of this Chargers offensive line, they were going to stay committed to that.
Big fucking brain, Brandon Staley there.
He might have just dragged the Raiders right into the playoffs with those two.
He's lucky it's only his first year. That's a fireable offense to be that fucking stupid.
razzle dazzle. Game 4. Carr back in.
Play clock run down. They just get the snap away. And Carr's on the run. Derwin James on a blitz. Incomplete. He was out of the pocket. And Carr takes a shot. Hobbles away.
It'll be 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Yeah, it's one of the things
I'm sure Derwin James and these guys on defense that have been busting ass tonight really appreciate their head coach putting them in such a shit position. But they've got the Raiders on 3rd down.
Coming to the outside, they just want to set up his speed. And they just were never able to get the full package in because of so many different injuries on this Chargers team.
Grasping his right leg or knee as he got up. Big play, 3rd down and 6.
Never had a chance. Overthrew Waller, who was covered. So the Chargers get a 3 and out after the absurd 4th down call. My Lord.
Darius Philon made the play for the Raiders, and then it was Derwin James with back-to-back plays to save the Chargers on the back end. You'll see him in the coverage, and they asked so much of him, and everybody knew this was the matchup, right? Waller working against James.
Oh, no, Raiders, go for it.
James was the winner.
Everybody just go for it.
Who's never missed in this stadium. 34-34 over 2 years, field goals, another chip shot.
You get blown out by Houston and then you do shit like this, I really don't have much faith in you as a head coach. You're just coasting off of Justin Herbert's talent. We have the next Mike McCarthy in the making here with Brandon Staley, and I don't mean that in a good way. Let's take it to Twitter and see what people thought of that fucking absurd call. I mean, that's unreal. How fucking stupid do you have to be? You're lucky you held him to a field goal. So once again, the playoff schedule is Saturday at 4:30 on NBC and Peacock, the Bengals. 8:15 on Saturday on CBS, the Bills. On Fox, Sunday at 1, Eagles, Bucks. CBS at 4:30, which is weird, 49ers, Cowboys. Sunday night, Pittsburgh at Kansas City, most likely, but it will be Kansas City. And then Monday is the Cardinals and the Rams. They are so lucky they held him to a field goal after that 4th down call. I was hoping the Raiders would score just to put the fucking dagger in and be like, yeah, you're a dumbass.
February 3rd on NBC and on Peacock. Las Vegas. On this Sunday night, Scott Edwards, Field Jones.
I'm not a Brandon Staley fan. It's official.
As an NFL official and calling it quits after tonight.
Congratulations to him.
And one of these teams may be calling it quits after tonight. We'll find out who. 20-14, Vegas on top with 8:03 left in the 3rd. And Roberts lets it sail through the end zone. Anyway, Partner, here's your math on the call.
Yeah, for Staley, this is what he's doing, right? They're chance of winning is 35%, right?
No, we just don't understand. Brandon Staley's smarter than us.
If you convert that one, it jumps to 45%. If you're stopped, it goes to 26%. And if you punt, you are neutral. So it was a little bit.
Should have punted.
50 percentage.
But you got bailed out and you're only down by 6.
But how many times have you seen in a three-point game a guy go for it from his own 18-yard line? Here's Eckler.
Eckler for 7.
With a 7-yard gallop. Tackled by Perriman. Good to see Perriman back in the game. Second down and 3.
Yeah, now a little tempo coming out of the Chargers here, too. They're ready to pick up the pace.
Chargers going up tempo now.
This offense in the league only checked.
Now they're acting like they're down by 10 in the 4th, and it's only down by 6 in the 3rd. Oh, and Keenan Allen drops it. He was wide open.
Allen, who's been so sure-handed,
3rd down. Get them on the 4th and short so I see if these idiots go for it again.
drops one here.
Mr. Big Brain over there is going to go for it again if they don't get this.
Wow, we have seen some superstar players drop really easy.
The Chargers were coming up small in the most important game of the year. Herbert. Oh, down he goes. Ball comes out, but I think they're going to say he was down.
Crosby.
I dare you to go for this.
7 sacks now for him. He'll be going to the Pro Bowl. Setting up 4th and long.
Yeah, let's give a little credit, though, to Yannick Ngakoue, who's had a nice night here tonight. He's going to take their best blocker, Rashawn Slater, right back in and get that pressure that forced Herbert to get out of there. And then Crosby was right there. And I tell you, Herbert was lucky to hold on to that ball. It got really loose right there. Fortunately for him.
Wow, he's going to punt. Must be killing him inside to do the right thing for once.
Swing down to Renfro. Hunter backs up.
Hunter Renfro from the 20.
20.
Stutter step. Good return across the 32. Takes a hard hit.
Trey McKinney, the tight end, with that tackle.
20-14 Raiders. Chargers are just not big time. Raiders are battle tested. The Chargers are fucking chokers. We got a big fight going on now.
Renfro. Cleve Blakeman to sort it out and let us know. Eventually.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
On the Raiders.
Number 32, it's a 15-yard penalty from the end of run, first down.
And that's Dallin Levitt sending him back toward their own.
I think the Steelers appreciated the Chargers going for it on 4th and 1 at their own 18, only down by 3. I think the Steelers really appreciated that. This thing on Twitter says, kids today will never understand how Bob Saget used to basically host YouTube on TV, and we had to wait for 1/2 hour on a Sunday night to watch it all together. Hey, Muhammad's back. Thank you for the random comment with a link nobody's going to click on, Muhammad. Or whatever your name is. Bullshit from the Far East, just what I need in my stream. Or the Middle East, excuse me.
Here's to the regulars and by Geico. See even more when you bundle home and car insurance. If you saw that game, you'll never forget it. It's the holy roller. Even the San Diego chicken went upside down as the ball was advanced by the Raiders into the end zone. That San Diego to pull off the 21.
Raiders backed up after the penalty.
They changed the rule. Only the fumble could advance it after that.
Carr lobs it. Waller's open, and it's just short. And Waller didn't bring it in. Raiders are not doing enough. They're kind of letting the Chargers off the hook for now.
Right here with Kenneth Murray just coming back. You're going to see him take the left guard, John Simpson, right back into Derek Carr. And if he didn't, this was a layup of a throw. They had just missed some really big opportunities down the field tonight in the passing game.
Second and 10. To the outside they go here.
3rd and 6 coming up.
Brian Edwards makes his second grab of the night. Michael Davis in on the tackle. Will be 3rd down and 5.
And it's really been a struggle tonight getting the football to superstar players. I mean, Hunter Renfrow really had the touchdown, but not much of a factor. Some double teams with the safeties coming down. Same thing with Darren Waller during the course of this game. And here they are on both on the same side of the screen now. Now Waller going up to the top.
Ball 3rd and 6. They move it back to the 21.
Carr's got Tom. Now he's rolling to his right. Up the sideline. It's caught by Edwards. Oh, he had one man to beat down at the Charger 48.
What a play by Derek Carr. Here comes the double team down here on Renfrow. And so despite the fact that's where Carr wanted to go, not there, didn't like it, scramble out. Bosa with that inside rush, giving Carr a chance. And then Brian Edwards. The double team has been just like that all night long, and so really it is up to Carr now to basically go, okay, we see that, let's go over here.
He's on their leading receiver tonight, 3 grabs for 46 yards.
Josh Jacobs. Gain of 7.
They finally stopped after a game of about 7. The also is there for the stop.
Yeah, here's the 2 you must stop if you're playing against the Raiders, and you see the safety sitting right inside, coverage on the outside. They have just had a constant presence on those 2 guys, and of course Waller now playing, hasn't been in there very much over the past 5 weeks, hasn't been there at all, and so you just wonder how his conditioning is at this point, but they have taken away the 2 stars in the passing game, and now it's up to those others. Nice big play that time by Brian Edwards.
Jacobs bounces to the right side, 1st down.
And picks up the 1st down. Cuts it back in. White makes the stop. Move to 6.
I love that run. I really do, because so many teams, you'll see them bounce all the way to the boundary here, but not Jacobs. He set up the guy to the outside and then cut it right back to the inside, going right downhill to make the play. You have to have a lot of respect for somebody who busts up his ribs one week and then comes right back and has the kind of game he has out here tonight.
Nifty run, 13 totes for 34 yards for him. 3.5 to go on the 3rd. 1st down at the 37.
Carr trying to step up and look to throw downfield. He can't get through the middle. Lobs it away out of bounds. Holding on the Chargers, I think.
Flag is down back at the 19-yard line, so it's in the secondary.
Fire the pass, holding defense, number 43. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
It's on Michael Davis.
When you're going against Darren Waller, sometimes you need everything in the toolbox there to try and get him, and you can see the hold on that one. Just his presence in the game, even though not a ton of catches in this one, his presence has definitely been a factor in other people being available to Derek Carr.
Chargers 90 yards and penalties. That 41-yarder before the half was very costly. First down here.
Good patience by Jacobs. He missed time the spin move, though.
Gets gang tackled as he reaches the 30-yard line. Pickup of 3 yards, second down and 7.
Yeah, the Raiders have done okay tonight running the football, but with the kind of defense that the Chargers play, you're hoping for a little more. And the other thing it does is it takes some real pressure off of your offensive line if you can just stay with it a bit.
It'll be 3rd and 2. 3rd and 1. That's a generous spot.
The grab there, he had a 44-yarder and then fumbled at the 1-yard line out of bounds earlier. Gain right here at 5. And Mariota is coming back in on the 3rd down and 1.5 yards or so.
I'll tell you, for Foster Moreau, a couple of his biggest plays of the night are coming when he chips and goes out late.
One thing we know is that the first 18 picks in the NFL draft will be set tonight. Most of them already are. Congratulations, Jaguars. Mariota on a 3rd and 1 keeps it. He's going to the end. Nope, tackled at the 8. Thought he was going to slip around there and get to the end zone. Read option with Mariota gets him 1st and goal.
Mariota, one-time #1 pick in the draft, winds up here in a wildcat spot, first down.
Boy, you thought the Chargers went for it on 4th down in dumb situations before. What are they going to do when they're down by 13?
So nice job, nice setup by Derek Carrier there to get that outside presence. Look at Derek Carr, all for that 2-quarterback system.
2 guys from the University of Oregon.
Jacobs to the 6.
Jacobs taken down to a minute to go in the 3rd, and Vegas trying to make it a 2-possession game.
This is just so...
NFL's going to be happier than a pig in shit if a Vegas team and a LA team makes the playoffs like the Rams have.
They've got too many things that have worked against them this season, and yet they just keep hanging in these games, and the Chargers in a bit of a spot right here.
For sure. Raiders had to win their last 3 to get to this spot, second down and goal.
What wins they were. Oh, wow. Incomplete. Almost an amazing one-handed catch. 3rd and goal.
Trying to bring it in, could not. 3rd down and goal. Covered there by Michael Davis.
Lost it going towards the ground.
Like for a moment.
Catch 1, 2. Nah, the ball's coming out.
Clearly not enough to make that a catch.
But it was a hell of an effort. That was like 85% of a catch.
When he hits the ground, definitely incomplete. I think the crowd will throw over that.
Yes, it did. Close.
Las Vegas takes its first time out.
Raiders take a timeout on 3rd and goal.
Well, they took a timeout, 34 seconds. It's going to be a 3rd down and goal. And Bisaccia's thinking about challenging.
You can't challenge that. I mean, he might.
They want them to take another look, and I think Lakeman talked them out of it.
I always find that interesting, don't you?
Very.
Because it would cost them a timeout if they were wrong. So should officials be talking a coach out of it? Maybe it's more of a rule kind of thing. And
3rd and goal.
Well, there's no challenge, but they do take a timeout. So they have 2. Now you got a 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Big play.
Carr out of the back of the end zone. Stepped up, took a shot, flag down. And it's against the Chargers. Oh, boy. Holding on the Chargers. First down, Raiders. Nwosu's had a great game, but he held Waller. Oh, yeah, he pulled Waller around by the shoulder pads. And then Carr took a shot. He held Waller and then gave Carr a hit, but he got flagged for the hold on Waller. First and goal at the 3. Jacobs, no gain. That could end the third quarter here.
And that may take us into the final frame as Bisaccia looks at the clock. And they will let it tip down, change ends of the field.
I've seen a lot less called. He grabbed Waller and pulled him around.
Commences in Las Vegas. 20-14 Raiders enter 3 Sunday night football.
The Raiders are knocking on the door of destiny. Their destiny being a loss to the Bengals in the first round. I would take the Bengals to win that game. It would either be a blowout win for the Bengals or a crazy shootout. Do you know that nobody in human history has ever sent a text message about the Bengals winning a playoff game, because the Bengals have not won a playoff game since 1991, and the first text message was sent in 1992? Reminds me when the Raiders made the playoffs in 2016. It was the first time you could ever post on Facebook that the Raiders are going to the playoffs. Could get the second time here. Don't want overtime. I have work tomorrow. No, I mean, I get to go sit in a room and listen to PowerPoint presentations or whatever tomorrow. Whatever the fuck it's going to be. I don't know. Said it'll be on Zoom bullshit. I don't know. Schoolwork. As long as I don't have to do anything at home. Homework is bullshit. I didn't do that shit when I was in school. Second and goal. Mariota in at quarterback again. To start the fourth. Here comes Jones in motion. Fake it to Jacobs. Mariota keeps it. Tackled. What a tackle. Woo. One man to beat, and he dragged Mariota to the ground.
Setting up third and goal. I tell you, sometimes defensive players just make plays that take your breath away. This looked like it was going to be a touchdown all the way.
Now it's third down.
Just so elusive in the open field and
from the 2.
To the ground. Huge play in the game.
And they keep him out again on a third down and goal. And the Raiders get in.
There we go. Third and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Hunter Renfrow in front of Chris Harris. And the Chargers are going to have some work to do in the fourth quarter here.
Hunter Renfrow with his second touchdown catch of the night. 83 yards. They go in 13 plays, take half.
And I think the Raiders are going to go for 2, which makes sense.
Watch Chris Harris have to sprint to try and match this motion going across the formation. And all Renfrow does is take advantage of how fast he has to go to put on the brakes and then turn back inside for the touchdown. Very, very clever play from a guy that really knows how to run those kinds of routes. He is such a weapon.
The Raiders are just so much fun.
Trying to make it 14 points. Up by 12.
2-point attempt. They're lining up with 5 seconds on the play clock. 2-1 go. Screen to Renfrow, who has to go backwards, and he's tackled. He acted like he was going to try to lateral. That was just a busted play. Play clock was running down. You didn't really want to burn a timeout on a 2-point conversion. So it's no good. 26-14 Raiders. 14 minutes away from the playoffs, Raiders.
The new workplace comedy NBC called American Auto from the creator of Superstore, starring Saturday Night Live's Hannah Dastai. American Auto, Tuesdays on NBC. And next day on Peacock, aerial coverage. What a shot that is. Being brought to you by Geico. Las Vegas on this Sunday night. What a sight. The bones are rolling. You know that. You do know that, don't you?
I know that. Listen.
So the Chargers to get it down by 12. Biggest lead of the game. Unanswered points for the Raiders. We go to Michelle.
Well, the Steelers are watching this game tonight with great interest. Chase Claypool posting, "Thank you, Jags, for beating Indy, keeping us alive." There's Trey Turner tuned in with his popcorn. And the Steelers, we want to see a good game tonight, Chargers and Raiders, and we're all in for a win because if this game ends in a tie, Pittsburgh is no longer alive for the playoffs. They want to see one of these teams win now.
Yeah, I think Michelle, they were pretty happy they missed that 2-point conversion because 28-14. You have a better chance to wind up in a tie than 26-14.
It's a gain of 6 to Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. makes the catch, and he's been pretty silent tonight. Only his third catch for 21 yards.
Yeah, and because the Raiders jumped out to a bit of a lead, they've been able to play fairly soft in the secondary, and really Herbert has really been forced to check the ball down almost all night. But one mistake, one penalty, all of a sudden that strategy is much tougher to implement.
Eckler for no gain. It's third down. I hope they get to a 4th and short so we can see more of that big brain action.
Third down, 35.
Relentless, that's all you need to know. Max Crosby, relentless, and he's come a long way from his days in rehab, and he'll openly talk about it, trying to make a difference for other people in their lives, and going to the Pro Bowl this year, and you could just see the emotion on his face when that happened.
3rd and 5, crowd in full throat right now.
Herbert taking too long. Intercepted. Basically a punt, though. Not a return or anything, but Casey Hayward gets the pick. The former Charger, Casey Hayward.
Pressure on it. Hayward, another of the ex-Chargers with the pick here.
How about this defensive line of the Raiders? This time, Quentin Jefferson with an inside move against Matt Filer, and is going to force Justin Herbert.
It's a good thing I already knew I wasn't going to win my fantasy football championship, or I'd be upset.
And Casey Hayward, who was on the injury report, not sure he was going to make it, comes up with a huge play. And I tell you, this Raiders team, they're something else now. They are something else.
Yeah, we have to start talking about Rich Bisaccia as well. He only got
Yeah, is he going to keep the job, or
his 6th interception.
are they going to go another direction? And a big run by Jacobs for a first down.
That's a 10-yard gain in the first down for Josh Jacobs. I mean, they were on the minus side of the plus-minus in terms of turnovers, and somehow they were able to win their last 3 games despite not having a takeaway.
Their last 4 games, of which
There's Charles Woodson.
3, they had a minus 12 turnover ratio. They didn't get any takeaways, and they gave it away 12 times, and they still won 3 of those games.
There's a man who took a few away in his career, the Hall of Famer Charles Woodson. They were dancing around on the bench. Double X, Max Crosby right there on the 47-yard line. Carr.
Screen to Renfro.
Renfro makes his
Loss of
3rd catch
about 2.
of the night, and his only one that wasn't a touchdown. We go to Michelle.
Well, you guys have been talking about everything they've overcome in this season. Max Crosby told me he continues to get asked about that, and he said the thing is, if we don't win this game, a lot of people are going to forget about this team. We have the guys to do it. Everyone on this team is tough as hell. We have badass dudes on this team. No one thought we'd go to Indy and win. No one talks about who we have. We beat people up. We have a special group. We want to be remembered. That's Max Crosby.
So far, it looks like they're on their way adversity tragic.
They could do a 30 for 30 on the Raiders from this season. One day they might have to do that. 30 for 30 on the 2021 Raiders.
Now the question's going to become, too, in terms of coaching. Bisaccia got the job. First time he's ever been a head coach.
Because it's been pretty fucking wild.
And, of course, there's all kinds of speculation out there. You know, name somebody. Jim Harbaugh's name, of course, is now in the mix.
You're tapping out, Michael. I'll see you, Saturday. I shall be here.
If you try and change it out, he is beloved within those walls. He spends a lot of time with those
Raiders on a 3rd and 4.
meetings and discussions. And you can say whatever you want about coaching, but he pieced this thing back together.
3rd and 4.
Jalen Richard makes a man miss, gets a first down. Derwin James is exasperated. 10:30 to go.
He had that long run on 3rd and 23, and all of a sudden here he is converting another 3rd down. These plays are so significant. Well, you just don't talk about them enough, and you're not remembered, but holding on to the ball, holding on to it for another series, letting the clock run, all this stuff is such a huge part of winning in the National Football League.
Talk about a little clock ball here. Take that play clock all the way down. 10 minutes exactly left in regulation.
Jacobs, they almost had him for a loss, but he plows through and gets 5.
Then away from Drew Tranquil.
Under 10 minutes now. Yeah, the Raiders are starting to look at the clock.
I tell you, this Chargers defense is getting really flat across this back line. You may see some play action and go here at some point. The Chargers know they're not a great run-stuffing team, and so even though they're staying that 4 deep, they're getting closer to the line of scrimmage all the time.
Come up with 3 tight ends here. He takes that clock all the way down and then throws to the outside.
Ooh, just over the head of Waller. 3rd down. Here's a chance for the Chargers. They're running out of chances, but they've got one here.
Now, they haven't quite had the magic tonight with Darren Waller that we've seen earlier in the season. And for these Chargers, they begin to understand that they've got to make some plays at this point. I think they are surprised. I think they really believe they had the better team coming in.
I think the Chargers are the better team. They're just not as well coached, not playing inspired. They should be the better team. They should be. But today they're not. 3rd and 5, and Renfro backpedaling, gets tackled for a short gain. He was trying to make something happen and get the first. 9 minutes to go. It's about 4th and 4. They kicked the field goal.
They lead by 12, and we're trying to tack on 3 more as Carlson comes out.
Yeah, I think Renfro's going to be mad at himself for doing this move. He was very close to the first.
I don't think he was going to get the first. He was going to get tackled, but he kind of tried to make a play.
Very short 4th and 1.
Bring it back and cut around the corner, and he got tackled.
No decision to be made.
And a 52-yard attempt.
52 yards, no slam dunk.
2 chip shots tonight. Now from long distance.
52.
15-point lead.
It's on the way. It's good. 29-14 with 8:23 to go. The Raiders.
29-14. Las Vegas.
You win and you're in. Chargers might get one more shot to really get back in this. How are the Giants going to bring back Joe Judge after this? After this year and today? How the fuck are the Giants going to justify bringing back Joe Judge? They've had a revolving door of coaches. They don't want to add to that and look stupid, but at the same time, how do you bring him back? And then you lose to a team that cycled through firing a head coach and all the other drama that I can't even begin to describe.
Kansas City for the night game. Raiders or Steelers against the Chiefs, who are the number 2 seed in the AFC. you getting accepted at Allegiant Stadium. If the Raiders are to go, they're going to have to be
29-14.
bottom of the barrel here in terms of the seeding. The 2 road games, you got a possible 3rd game home. Depending on how things lined up. But first things first, they're just trying to get to the playoffs for the first time since 2016.
And only the second time in 20 years.
Power surge here. Some dramatic wins. 166 points they have scored in the final quarter, second most in the NFL this season. But the power outage is on the other side. 173 points allowed. And to note about most points in the fourth quarter in history for any team, any season.
Mike Williams for 6. About time he gets involved.
Makes the tackle, short game.
Now's the time to do that tempo again.
Gus Bradley and his cover 3 defense on the back end and the old Seattle cover 3 and all that sort of entails. And yet tonight, when they jumped out to that lead, it is really sort of handcuffed in some ways, this Chargers offense. They just have gone completely to the short, quick throws and really have not come up with those big plays in the passing game.
Herbert on the run again. Finds Mike Williams for a first down. Raiders pass rush is relentless. Got to get down the field quick, though. Halfway through the fourth.
Part of the story is the fact that the defensive line of the Raiders have played some dominant football down inside and really won that battle.
Mike Williams again. Now all of a sudden the Chargers are moving.
That looked like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. I mean, he was completely blanketed.
That's pass interference, and he still made the catch. No flag. None needed. Eckler for a short gain on a little screen.
Eckler makes that grab. Less than 7 to play, 9 gain of just a yard, second down and 9.
Here comes Darius Philon back in the game, and kind of remarkable to think about that guy, the former Charger, out of football the last 2 years, had 2 sacks against the Chargers in their first game, and has come back and put on a show here as well. He has been a Charger killer this year.
Gain of 6, third down.
Setting up a 3rd down and 3. KJ Wright makes the tackle.
You got 4 downs, so. But the clock is a factor. We're at 6:20.
Jordan Murray sending in the play. Gus Bradley calling the defense. 3rd and 3. That's fired.
And it's somehow caught. And he shakes a couple of tackles to get to the 21.
He picks up the first down of the 21.
It's as efficient as the Chargers have been since the first half.
There's so many times great quarterbacks take over a game late in this one. And you'll see him. Herbert has just been throwing the ball in this sequence here. He is just loose and throwing it hard.
Going to the end zone. Nope, it's tipped up and incomplete. Jared Cook had a chance.
Could not hold it in. 2nd down and 10.
Well, you got to make these plays, though. I mean, this is another just laser shot in the hands.
Yeah, you got to make that catch. He'd have been down at the 1.
Busted up. 2nd and 10.
I would not be afraid of coming back to those seam routes, though. Against this defense, there are some openings in there.
If the protection holds up, absolutely. Eckler jumps out of bounds, gain of 3. 5:36 to go. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I'm going to say it one more time. We really have not seen Herbert take off and run. If there were ever a time against this 4-man rush, how many times do we see Aaron Rodgers step up in gaps in a 4-man rush and take advantage?
And he did it in that Sunday night game against Pittsburgh. Rushing for over 90 yards. 3rd and
Herbert hit as he throws, and it floats into the secondary, and it's batted down by Hobbs. 4th down, gotta go for it. This is pretty much it.
Max Crosby all the way around, but he was well behind Herbert. But watch him reach back in to get a hand on the arm, and that was the difference.
Well, you never want to say never, but this could be the ball game right here. Otherwise, Vegas would take over, chew up as much of the clock as they could. 4th down and 6 as the Chargers have to convert.
4th and 6, Crosby again. Oh boy, right at the 1st down for Mike Williams. I thought it was Keenan Allen. Oh boy, they got him marked short, I think. They can probably review this. There was nobody in front of Mike, so if we have a camera on the other side.
Contact happened. He was already on his knees. The catch is going to be just short. Does he?
That's a 1st down. I think it's a 1st down. They marked him a little short, but I think he got it.
If I had to eyeball it, and that little thing is right, when he reached, I would have said yes.
That's not the official sticks are on the other side of the field. So they're bringing the sticks out now.
I think he's going to be marked a little short, but I think he got it.
Tackle is made by Faison.
I'm going to measure. This crowd's about to erupt because I think they've got him marked short. Or did they move it forward? Now it looks like they moved it forward. Oh! Turnover on downs for now. You got to challenge this if you're the Charger. And there's the challenge flag. So for now, it's turnover on downs, but the Chargers are challenging it. And I don't blame them. Okay. Stay tuned. This stance is a turnover on downs. We'll probably wrap up at the 2-minute warning because, like I said, I got to get up and take a shower and go sit at that fucking office tomorrow.
Remember, the sticks were on the other side of the field, and they're looking at this to see the 12-yard line. If he gets to the 12, should be the first down. It's possible they'll bring the sticks back out to remeasure. We'll find out in a second.
Well, they left the sticks out there, but then they've taken them back to the sideline. I still think he got the 12.
I think he got the first.
After review, when the receiver was touched down by contact, the ball was at the 12-yard line, which is enough for the first down.
Okay, they get the first down. The Chargers stay alive. That was the right call.
Well, tell you, gigantic, because the Raiders
That was the season right there.
Shoot up some clock instead. Chargers with the 1st and 10 at the 12.
First down. We're under 5 minutes now. The Chargers have 3 timeouts. They're 1st and 10 at the Raiders 12. Herbert again gets nailed and throws the ball away. I think they're going to get the Chargers for holding. Yep. Back them up.
Yeah, and you really knew going into this game that Rashawn Slater would hold his own against Ngakoue on the other side, and it was going to come down to this matchup. It was going to be Max Crosby against Storm Norton, and who could win that one? And so far, you'd have to say Crosby, and with that penalty, even more so.
Chargers have 9 penalties per 103 yards. Brilliant. The Raiders, shockingly, only have 3 for like 30.
3 times as much as the Raiders have been flagged for tonight. So it's going to be 1st down and 20. Chit chat going on here as Blakeman comes over to Bisaccia.
What's going on?
Not accept the penalty.
Yeah, you take the penalty, you back them up. Now they're going to call it a sack. Okay.
There you go.
So now they say sack.
Here's the play. Knee goes down, ball's in his hand.
Yeah. It's weird how they were able to just make that decision without a review. Second and 21. They're at the Raider 23 now. Herbert to the end zone. Nobody home. 3rd and 21.
Mike Williams was the closest, and you've got 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, they tried to go to double move on the outside to Mike Williams, and then he just stopped. So, offensively, just not on the same page. Maybe he just knew there was no way that he was going to get by him, so he wanted to give Herbert somewhere to throw the ball.
This game didn't turn out to be quite as dramatic as I wanted it to be. Herbert to the end zone again, and it's bobbled and dropped by Mike Williams. 4th and 21. This is the game. Should have had it. I give Herbert full props for this one. This is a great throw.
Down without a touchdown by getting it to the 2-yard line.
I've got to think you're going to take some shot with Cook down the middle of the defense, try and throw it high and give him a chance.
To the tight ends had a big night. Herbert.
To the end zone. Touchdown. Holy shit. Herbert. Just kick the extra point here and save the 2 for later. Make it a 1-score game right now. On a 4th and 21, Herbert just rifles it to the end zone to Palmer, the rookie, for a touchdown. They were all over Jared Cook, and look at Palmer slip in here in a wide open zone.
And they just fell asleep on Palmer on the backside of that thing. What a play.
Okay, the Chargers are going to go for 2 now. Raiders have to burn a timeout. They had a man running off the field. I would kick the extra point to make it a one-score game.
You take the one here to make it a one-possession game because
Yeah.
if you don't,
Brandon Staley again, ladies and gentlemen.
I think there's such deflation on your sideline, knowing you got to go in twice.
The
Yeah.
argument against is that you want to know now. You want to know now whether or not you're going to have to score twice in order to win the game.
Well, if you have to score twice in 4 minutes, you're not going to win.
4.5 minutes ago, I don't want to know that I have to score twice.
You definitely don't want to know that.
I disagree with this call, but if they get it, good for them. 2-point conversion.
How do you think they're feeling in Pittsburgh about this point? Here we go, 2-point conversion.
Herbert pump fakes. He's on the run. It's good to Eckler. It's a 7-point game with 4:28 to go.
Herbert keeps it alive.
Oh, good Lord.
And it's a 7-point game.
So now the Raiders will get the ball with 4:28, but the Chargers have 3 timeouts.
Offensive line. But Justin Herbert is going to go all the way across the field. Watch his head. 1, 2, 3, 4. He hit the 5th target on that play. The 5th guy. He had no intention whatsoever of ever looking back.
And that Herbert guy,
outside, and Eckler,
he is great,
that's
and he's
where
going to
he
be
converts.
great for a long time, I hope.
3, 4. And here's number 5. Unbelievable.
All 7 Chargers fans are glued to the television now. Hell, the Steelers fans are glued to the television. It's a 7-point game again.
Timeouts. They get the ball back. They've got the 2-minute warning. And you just knew it was going to come down to this.
You did.
Neither of these teams know how to put anybody away. I really thought the Raiders were about to make it happen,
Now, too, so
and they give up a 4th and 21.
you can kick this thing to a lot of areas and maybe get a ball bouncing around.
Raiders defending against the onside kick, but not here. And it bounds through the end zone. Partner,
Make a stop, Chargers.
simplify the game. Tell this dummy, powered by Microsoft Surface.
I'm not sure I can simplify this game. This has some complexities to it, but I do know that Darius Philon has been sensational tonight, and it has been some of his plays in the key moments of the game, making stops that really has given the Raiders the advantage in this one. But now, here we go. You're going to have to make plays on the offensive side because you do not want to give this thing back to Herbert.
Yep, Chargers have been good with their timeouts and everything.
Night for another of the ex-Chargers.
Mariota in the game,
25, they begin this drive.
and he keeps it. The defense crashed on Hunter Renfrow, 8 yards for Mariota to get the clock rolling.
Faked it to Renfrow coming around. And Marcus, who's been in and out tonight as he has been all season long, has carried now 3 times for 15 yards.
Yeah, and you'll just see the backside guys pull in front of him. And he got it 5 times, I think, in the game last week, and it worked so well. They've come right back to it here in the biggest of all moments for the entire season on the line, and you're leaving Derek Carr on the sideline.
Yep, keeping him in the game here.
Mariota's still in the game.
2nd and 2.
Fake it to Renfrow again. This time he keeps and he gets crushed for a big loss. It's 3rd down. Chargers can sit on their timeouts here.
Is there to stop.
3:35. They've still got their 3.
So it'll be 3rd down now after a loss of 4. 3rd and 6.
Okay, I get it. You know, you're going to do the change up off of the first play and give it to Renfrow.
Derek Carr's got to be like, are you fucking serious right now?
Also saw that one last time, and he was sitting there waiting to blow it up. He's at a
In
great
Carr, we trust, the banner says, but he's not even in the fucking game. Now he's back in.
Number 3 to play.
Raiders milk that clock. It's down to 3:06 with 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to throw for it on this 3rd down, and Carr gets stripped, and the Chargers have it. Oh, no, they don't. It slipped out. The Raiders recover, but it's 4th down. Oh, my God. It was in and out of the hands of a defender when he got stripped.
So Carr trying to sling it. And
Ooh.
hopefully for him, that's going to be the rule
Oh, boy. Second most turnovers in the league. What a chance here. Bosa's the one who hit it with his helmet. Big 93 has a chance to recover, and he lets it get away, but it's fourth down. The Chargers make the stop they need, but that was almost... That almost opened a Pandora's box of bullshit like we've never seen before. The Raiders punt. Chargers save all three of their timeouts. Andre Roberts trying to make a play here. 35, there's a flag. Never mind. 2:06 to go. They got 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning, and they're probably going to be backed up here.
Flag down in the run back with a little more than 2 to play. Man.
And we're hearing a massive gulp come out of Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, be nervous. It's a hold on the Chargers, obviously. So it'll be 10 yards from where the ball was caught.
Holding Johnson there. It's going to back the Chargers up. For the Chargers, in effect, this worked out nicely that the clock stopped at 2:06. This is like getting a free time out of the 2-minute warning. They have all the time they needed.
Took a long time to call the obvious hold.
Yeah, that's on hold.
2:06. We're going to go to overtime, and I got to get up in the morning.
So,
figures.
29-22.
29-22. Herbert was throwing with confidence on that last drive and taking chances. That makes him dangerous. And he's going right for the fucking throat, and it's overthrown for Mike Williams. We hit the 2-minute warning. No flag.
Busy night covering Mike Williams on that play. 2nd and 10, and that's our 2-minute warning. So once again,
don't go to commercial.
Look at what's in play here. The Chargers win or tie, they go to Buffalo next week. They're eliminated. They're out of the playoffs with a loss. And
Chargers trying to go to Buffalo. The Raiders trying to go to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati, but not yet.
For the Raiders, they win. They're at the Bengals. They tie. They're at Kansas City. Eliminated with a loss, and the Steelers would be at the
I'm sick that the Chargers didn't recover that fumble.
Got it. Phylon is the guy
that
who's
was
down right now
close.
at the 2-minute warning.
You know, Al, we haven't really touched on this yet, but if this thing were to go into overtime,
yes, sir,
right?
Yes, sir.
You get down to the last 2 minutes of a game, and now decisions, right? I mean, are you going to be willing to...
Chris is bringing up the obvious point. Do you just play for the tie at a certain point if it gets down to that late in overtime?
You're a conspiracy theorist.
Your prerogative.
There's some complexity to this.
There is. If I'm the Raiders or the Chargers and I get this ball back tied up late in overtime, I'm going to sit on the ball.
Meanwhile, you got to bring the card out to take out a man who's having a hell of a night. Check out what happens to him here.
Oh, Michael, you went to bed too early.
Whatever it is, he goes right to the turf. He's going to get a big ovation going out as he gets taken off the field. Boy, what a night he's had.
Whatever it is, if they come out of here with a win, he's going to have a huge piece of that one. He was great tonight, just great.
Fifth-year guy out of Arkansas, signed him as a free agent. When he played with the Chargers, 15 through 18. So Versace.
No challenges allowed in the last 2 minutes.
With the Chargers on a 2nd down and 10.
Herbert has to throw it in the dirt. Pressure was on, 3rd and 10, and Herbert is slow to get up.
And is slow to get back up.
And he's up. Ouch.
I tell you, it has been the play of this defensive line of the Raiders that has gotten it done. Quentin
Herbert's a
Johnston,
fucking warrior for
his third on the
playing
team
through
with a
this.
career-high 4 sacks coming into tonight, and he has been just fantastic. And now they've got their first-string pass rushers back in, and now
Chargers haven't even burned a timeout yet.
Keenan Allen, somebody
So even if they get stuffed here,
lots of plays.
who knows?
3rd and 10. 4-man rush.
Good protection this time. Ugh.
Incomplete.
Behind Palmer,
Palmer,
who
who
was
scored the touchdown on the 4th down play.
slapping hands with a defender.
Faison is there again. So here we go again on a 4th down.
You got 3 timeouts. You could punt.
They don't make it. They have to take all of their timeouts, and then Carlson can come in and basically cement it with a field goal.
Yeah, and I mean, just so you know,
But you're not
Raiders have
punting
just done
here.
a great job of double teaming Keenan Allen, and
The Niners did earlier and ended up playing in overtime. So 4th and 10. This is pretty much it.
Cook out to the left.
Pretty much.
Little trips to the right.
What kind of time will he have?
Herbert.
Little jumpy. He hits it to Keenan Allen, who's got the first down.
Get the first down.
Oh.
Allen.
And the clock begins to move. 1:38 and counting. 3 timeouts. Keenan Allen just got it.
The sticks.
Raiders can't put anyone away. It's been the same all year.
All 3 timeouts.
Look at Crosby.
Pressure. Fires.
Whoa.
Low. No. Incomplete.
Crosby just put that lineman on his ass.
2nd down and 10.
Go back and watch that again.
the problem is that Crosby is just destroying Norton.
Look
on
at
the
this.
outside, but Jared
Norton,
Cook is such
the
a
tackle
weapon,
here,
they
watch
wanna
him.
help and chip with
On
him.
your
Get
ass.
him out on the route. And we've established the fact right now that Norton is not going to be able to hold up against Max Crosby.
Crosby trying to wreck the game. 2nd down and 10.
And these Charger receivers are exhausted.
Play clock at 2.
More pressure on Herbert. He lobs it up. Mike Williams, who drops it.
Williams had it with one hand for a moment.
You had it,
And then
and he dropped it. Quit trying to make one-handed catches.
covering on the play.
You got 2 hands, dude.
Holding his stomach now as he gets
Chargers playmakers are letting them down. Offensive line and their main playmakers are letting them down.
So many times
How do you drop that?
can get away as a defensive back, holding on to that inside arm.
Unbelievable.
And he really had no choice. He actually did sort of get possession of the ball, but the ability of those defensive backs to suddenly grab that inside arm makes it so hard. That's why they practice
3rd and
it.
10 again.
3rd and 10. Herbert.
Herbert's got Tom, and it's dropped. Would have been a short gain anyway. We're 4th and 10 again.
We go back to 4th down. They made 2 huge 4th downs in the last couple of minutes. We'll have to do it again.
I mean, and these receivers are literally walking back.
This is the 4th down game. If they complete this 3rd one,
Nothing left.
scored on a 4th and 21, converted to 4th and 10. Now they're on another.
But whatever ounce of energy you have left, it has to come on display.
Somebody just make a play.
There's Cook on the single receiver side.
They're 4 for 5 on 4th down tonight.
Here we go.
Need this one. Herbert fires.
And it's dropped. And it was intercepted and dropped, so that's game.
Flag is down.
Flag.
Cook. The flag is down right where the catch would have been made.
Jared Cook got held.
Oh, they're going to get the Raiders for holding. Holding. Defense. That's a killer. 1st down, Chargers. Keep hope alive.
And they say
You knew this game wasn't going to turn out any other way. Be honest.
Line of scrimmage.
We were lying to ourselves if we thought the Raiders were going to run away with this a little while ago. I fell for it, too. I thought the Raiders, and yeah, that's holding like a motherfucker.
No, that's not a marginal call. That's the right call.
66.
That's definitely holding. 1st down, Chargers again. Crosby, incomplete, or they're going to say fumble, and Herbert picks it up, and he's running. 1st down. They're going to have to take a look at that.
Might count. If that's a fumble,
If that's
the player did
Right. They're moving ahead is what
the fumbling player can advance the fumble.
fumble they can advance.
Was this incomplete or was it a fumble? That's incomplete, I'd say.
Terry McCauley, what do you see?
Crosby again. That's incomplete pass.
The ball got knocked a little bit just before it was coming forward, though.
That's a incomplete pass.
He's got it gripped. Bring the ball forward.
This is unbelievable.
So originally it's called a fumble, but
Now we got to sit here and review this.
it's going to wind up coming back because for the moment they were ready to snap it at the 46-yard line.
I tell you, he was hit before that ball was going forward.
There's never a loss of control, and he brings it forward, incomplete pass, without a doubt.
Some play by Herbert to go out there and pick that thing up, though, being present.
It's going to be second down and 10 when they do bring it back.
I'll tell you, the thing this does do, though, is it gives these receivers for the Chargers a blow, which they needed.
Meanwhile, that defensive line of the Raiders, they haven't needed a blow.
Well,
Steelers fans, are you nervous?
There's a difference, though, because you rotate in those defensive linemen, but that's it for the receivers. They're going down every single play.
Yeah, not Crosby, though.
No.
He's been out there every play.
It doesn't matter to him. He's he's running on different batteries.
I forgot what the exact
After review, going on the field's an incomplete pass. It'll bring up second down at that spot. Let's put 104 on the game clock. 104.
I forgot what the weight was at birth. It was over 10 pounds. His mom said he was so big, we gave him the extra X.
God bless you if you're still up watching this. I have to work tomorrow.
6 hurries.
He did what Bosa did in the first game.
Allegedly.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Second and 10, this is easy. And it's dropped. More drops. More and more drops. That time Palmer. Third down. Can anybody catch a fucking ball? Herbert is throwing lasers when he has time. Hell, sometimes even when he doesn't have time. He's throwing lasers and these guys are dropping them. Lame. Junior League, as Troy Aikman would say. Junior League. He's going to get another free rush. Crosby's fucking wrecking this game.
He's pointing. Send an extra attacker.
And it's caught by Keenan Allen. Call timeout. They're up at the 48. Keenan Allen's come through on this drive a couple of times. This game is remarkable.
So they were anticipating the chip that time on Crosby. So they sent him out and rushed the blitzer inside and had the coverage in behind on Jared Cook. So pretty good little cat and mouse game going on between these two coordinators.
I need overtime and Herbert heroics.
It has to be Keenan Allen. It has to be Jared Cook. It has to be Austin.
52 seconds and 2 timeouts. They're just now inching to midfield.
At this point, it's about people. Who wants the ball? Who do we have to get the ball to?
Got to throw Mike Williams in there as well.
Yeah, Mike Williams. Man, that was such a big almost catch that he had down there.
Palmer was the kid who...
There's some Steeler fans in the crowd.
I wonder what that guy's rooting for.
He's rooting for this game to get over with.
Slid across the 50.
Herbert lobs it up. He's got Eckler. Oh, Eckler was wide open. And he wasn't looking for the ball. Never saw the ball go over his head. Oh, my Lord. Eckler was going to be sprinting down the sideline. By the way, with the way these offenses are playing right now, no way this game ends in a tie. Somebody's going to end up scoring in overtime. No way this ends in a tie if it gets to overtime. Oh, Eckler.
In over his head, and he just could not find it.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
Crosby needs to end this game with a strip sack at this point. Close to the sticks by Palmer. Timeout again. 40 seconds.
And they're going to spot that one 43-yard line.
Just enough for the first down.
And 40 seconds, the Chargers are going to take another timeout.
Now they've got to start looking at getting out of bounds. They're down to one timeout.
I know we've set this up before, but in Pittsburgh, if somehow this turns into a tie and goes to overtime, it's possible both these teams go if it ends in a tie.
Correct.
And Pittsburgh would be out. It is the most extraordinary of circumstances for the end of a season, and yet that's exactly what it is.
It's not possible. It's certain.
How many plays have the Chargers had on this drive? It's never ending.
Here comes play number 13.
Play number 13, they're only at the Raider 43. Herbert fading away, throws it deep, and it's overthrown. 34 seconds. Herbert's picking grass out of his helmet.
Games inside and taking Crosby back inside to give him a chance to do one of those kind of rushes. So again,
Herbert's been picking grass off of himself all night. Oh, another hard shot. Herbert's getting killed out here. Is he going to be able to play next week if the Chargers somehow pull this off? On the run, buying Tom, incomplete, 3rd and 10, 28 seconds.
Setting up 3rd and 10, Eckler, the intended receiver. You see Herbert, he's picking grass out of his face mask. What's grass doing inside? Well, if you don't know, they throw it outside, they roll it in for these games.
I tell you, Al, these guys are just literally exhausted.
If this goes to overtime, I don't know how they're going to physically be able to do it. You're doing all of this just to make the fucking playoffs. You're doing this just to play one more game. It's crazy. Just to get through this game. Beautiful catch, but did he get both feet in? I don't think he did. Out of bounds. Palmer made a great catch. The force out's been gone for a long time, so. 1 foot. Oh. Can we get an angle of the back leg? 1 foot. Nah, the hand hit first. The hand hit out of bounds first. 4th down. 4th and 10 again. Play clock winding down. Timeout Raiders. This is the game again. Come on, get this first down and jump out of bounds. Let's party. Let's rage. We're already up this late. It's fucking 11:41 on the East Coast.
To get that thing out of bounds, but that was some effort by Palmer, not just the catch, but to get his other foot on the ground. Unfortunately for him, his hand hit first. It was bang, bang, though.
Chargers one more time.
4th and 10 again.
Can they stay alive?
Oh, almost got him to jump. It's caught for the first down. Mike Williams, call timeout. 15 seconds on the clock. They convert another one.
They are now 5 out of 6 on 4th down, and the one that they didn't make was the one from the
4 4th downs on this drive alone.
Different set of circumstances right now, though. But you have to give Justin Herbert credit. I mean, he is appeared to be out of it.
Taking a beating, and he's still out here throwing dots. No way. They're down to 15 seconds and no timeouts. I don't think there's any way.
15 seconds. Very difficult to try and get off that next play. That's about the minimum. And I think you have to take your shots into the end zone.
I thought the Chargers defense was wore out earlier. I think this drive alone has evened it out. The Raiders defense looks dead out here. Still getting a pass rush, though. They're at the 29. Incomplete. 10 seconds on the clock.
5 seconds. Williams is there.
They're just running out of time, and they're still just slightly too far away. 17 plays.
Yeah, well, if you are going to do a bit of a Hail Mary, right, you start to go, who's my biggest guy? And that would be Mike Williams, and who's sort of their smallest.
Mike Williams has dropped almost everything thrown at him, but like Collinsworth said, if I'm throwing a Hail Mary, that's where I'm going. Cook is not going to be able to get down the field fast enough from here. 3-man rush. Herbert caught and hops out of bounds at the 12 with 2 seconds on the clock. Yeah, he caught it. Now they say incomplete. That's got to get reviewed. That's too big of a play with 2 seconds left. That's got to get reviewed. Catch. No, that's a catch. That's a catch. That's an elbow down first, and that's a catch.
Looks like they're going to hold this thing up and take another look at it.
If one knee equals 2 feet, one elbow has to be
the ball touches the ground, but he's got possession. That's a catch, and it should be first down Raiders at the 12. Or the 13, actually. Or first down Chargers at the 12, at the Raiders 12, excuse me.
What do you see?
That's a catch.
I got a catch, Al.
That's a catch.
Control the ball, then the nose of the ball touches the ground, but he doesn't
Never
lose
moves. He
control.
pins it to his body. That's a catch. That was a catch all the way.
Out of bounds. It should
And they're going to have one play from about the 12.
One elbow does equal 2 feet. Is that
Here comes the 3 defensive fouls on the final play to extend this game even further.
I mean, this is amazing. This is just amazing. The number of plays that have been, it looked like game over. Look at Rich Bisaccia. He just started taking a drink of water. And
Rich Bisaccia is not calm, okay? He's been losing his mind for the last few minutes.
the Raiders, they have been in a ton of these games.
We'll need a drink of something else after this game. I'm telling you, one way or another.
That's a catch.
Brandon Staley, the rookie coach. By the way, if the Raiders get to the playoffs, it'll be the first time in 60 years a team has gone to the playoffs after making a midseason coaching change. Hasn't happened since 1961.
Can you imagine if they score this, go for one, win the toss, the Chargers do, and these two same units go right back out on the field?
After review, ruling on the field's a completed catch.
They got it right.
We first got at that point, it was but 5 seconds on the game.
5 seconds on the clock at the Raider 12, first down Chargers.
Barring a defensive foul, this will be
This is definitely 5 seconds on the clock. It's one play.
one way or another. They put a couple more seconds on the clock, so you've got 5. Still got to go to the end zone.
Like Collinsworth said, what if this goes to overtime and the Chargers get the ball first? The Raiders will be fucked. Here we go. This is the game. Touchdown! Mike Williams! You've got to be shitting me. This is improbable. This is impossible. This is impossible. This is not possible. As time expires, the Chargers score the touchdown.
You never knew, right? Was Staley, was he going to go for 2? But I don't think he humanly could.
No, I don't either.
No, you just go to overtime here. You're just happy to be at this point. This is fucking insane. This is nuts.
Nothing is automatic these days. We know that. Tyrone puts it down.
The extra point's good, and we're going to overtime.
What a throw by Herbert here. You're going to see the double team on the far left-hand side. You had Hayward on the inside, the safety on the outside, and Herbert just threw a bullet about a foot off.
This game makes no sense.
They time it perfectly, and nobody in Pittsburgh can believe what's happening.
Pittsburgh, be nervous.
I don't know what to say. fourth downs. Have they?
That was like 5 fourth downs on one.
And he just keeps rushing.
We're going to overtime, guys.
10-minute period.
This isn't real. This is not reality. This is a simulation. We're living in a simulation. This can't be real. No way this is real. Who's still here? State your name and identify yourselves. Tails. It's heads. The Raiders get the ball first. That's a big break for the Raiders. I'd hate to put their defense back out there after what they just dealt with.
In the final game of the regular season, who goes to the playoffs?
In my wildest dream, I knew this was going to be crazy, but I didn't realize this was going to happen. I'm going to run, take a piss. I'll be right back. We're still awake, people. We're still here. Okay, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, boy. I have work tomorrow. Well, not really work, but you realize how hard it is to stay awake just sitting in an office? What can you say at this point? I'm almost about to lose my voice. It's a good thing I don't talk at work, because I wouldn't be able to speak tomorrow. Raiders get the ball first. Just remember, if it ties, the Steelers are out and they both make it. If I get this ball late, I'm making sure we get a tie. If they're somehow tied up with like 2 minutes left and I've got the ball, I'm sitting on it.
Only job as a head coach, get your team to the playoffs. How you do it, nobody cares.
And Collinsworth is encouraging it. He said, all that matters is getting your team to the playoffs. Doesn't matter what it takes. He wants somebody to take a knee with 2 minutes left in overtime. Well, welcome back, the Raiders offense. It feels like it's been about 45 minutes since we've seen them. Last time we saw them, Carr got strip sacked and they barely recovered and had to give the ball to the Chargers back, who proceeded to convert 5 4th and 10s and then score with no time left. And here we are. 5 4th and 10s. After scoring on a 4th and 21 on the drive before.
127th start for Carr. Has never played a playoff game.
Raiders' first possession of OT. Carr rolling to his right. Has to throw it away. Good start for the Chargers, whose defense should be plenty well rested by now.
And 10. So the Raiders, this is the 4th time they've been in overtime this season. They won all 3. Carr is 5-0 in overtime and having at least one possession. But this team won
overtime, or as I like to call it, Derek Carr time. He's 5-0 with an overtime record.
So they are used to this.
We end this regular season with how we began, a Raiders overtime clusterfuck. When they beat the Ravens in week 1. Josh Jacobs, squirts through. First down, 40, 45, 50. Across midfield. Remember, a touchdown wins it. A field goal just means the Chargers get another chance to extend this agony.
Josh Jacobs playing on bad ribs, and he has just been breaking tackles all night long. And it has been so many of the run plays that has really energized this Raiders offense tonight. It has not been Derek Carr for the most part.
Jacobs again. Bursts up the fucking left side. First down to the 30. The Raiders are in field goal range. Driving with ease.
Nice job by Andre James, the center, to get over here to the backside. Leatherwood, who takes so much heat in this town. Big block by him. Great read by Josh Jacobs.
Takes heat because he was the number one.
Josh Jacobs putting the game on his back now.
Out of Alabama to the 29 quickly. They do that in a minute and a half.
Come back to him again. This time the Chargers are all over it.
The Chargers are there. White, Kaiser White makes the stop. It'll be second down and 10.
I'm always amazed at the casual conversation that Derek Carr has at the line of scrimmage, aren't you? It's really fun to try and figure out exactly what it is that he's saying to those offensive linemen. But basically, you probably have the center making one call, and then Carr going, no, we're good.
We're good. I'm under. We're good.
Second and 10.
Wide open. Zay Jones for a gain of 7. It's third down. Okay, Chargers, make this stop and make this really fun.
Samuel makes the tackle there. It's third down, and let's call it 3.
Steelers fans are not believing this.
I mean, here it is. This is when you have a chance, when you get first possession, to score a touchdown and end it. If you have to kick a field goal.
The Chargers win, they go to Buffalo. If the Raiders win, they go to Cincinnati. And if a tie happens, I'm not even sure what goes on. Bosa putting pressure on Carr. Carr going to the end zone. Overthrows Waller. It's fourth down. Kick the field goal. And Carr nods. Yes, kick the field goal.
Comes out to try to give them the lead, but the game will be extended.
Oh, boy.
Just a bit more time, and this is going to be the game ender right here. There's definitely a step, and Carr just can't get it to him.
The pressure forced Carr off the spot, and he was late getting the ball down to Waller, and it was overthrown. Watch Carlson miss the field goal.
40-yard attempt. Cole will put it down. Carlson, who's never missed
40 yards. Oh, he just barely made it. Woohoo! You couldn't have fit an index card between the ball and the right upright. That was close. They're gonna fucking tie, aren't they? They are gonna fucking tie, aren't they? Actually, no way. The only way they tie is if the Chargers can get this clock all the way down before they tie it up. I'm just praying for a tie because it'd be funny. I'd say it's in both teams' interest to absolutely milk the clock.
Right after the game, It's the Abbott Post Game, a show on the field interviewing the star of the game. Chris and I preview Super Wild Card Weekend.
Super duper wild card weekend. I'm there.
It's the best show in Vegas tonight, I'll tell you that.
All right, Al. You want to play a little game?
Sure.
Go down. The Chargers go down, kick a field goal, eat up a bunch of the clock. You burn through a few timeouts. There's no timeouts. There's 2 minutes to go. You get the ball back. Do you take a knee and send your team to the playoffs?
I hear you. It's like what Bisaccia told to the show.
We've never been faced with a scenario like this in football before. This is some NASCAR bullshit. Do you turn down the win for a better points day and playoff spot?
25-yard line.
We've got NASCAR bullshit creeping into our NFL.
The Chargers the last time
32-29 Raiders in overtime right now.
2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Chargers need to match it or score a touchdown.
The Chargers tonight had that 19-play drive, 78 yards converted.
And if the Raiders end up losing this, it's the all-time choke job. One of them.
Well, you can run the football if you want here.
They're going to... Nope. It's Herbert on a bootleg. Jared Cook's wide open. He's across midfield to the Raiders 44. There's a flag.
Back at the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers are already walking back.
Damn. Ineligible downfield. Damn.
Oh, that's Matt Filer, the ex-Pittsburgh Steeler.
And you go, why
Ironic.
would he downfield? The simple reason is that it was an RPO. It was a run-pass option. So he's blocking on the play, and he ends up downfield because he doesn't know if it's a run to his side or a pass. And yet these guys are trained, don't go down the field because your quarterback has the option to throw it.
So negates the awesome play to Cook. Chargers are backed up now. Keenan Allen hangs on for about 5. Second down, we're under 6.5. Like I said, they've got to match the field goal at the very least.
Second down and 10.
I mean, the Chargers run hundreds of RPOs throughout the course of the season. And yes, you want to be firm if that is a run play, but you also fully understand you cannot take that block down the field.
Second and 9. Caught. Herbert had time and just nothing came open. It's 3rd and 9. We're going to be back to this 4th and long bullshit again, aren't we?
Doesn't even really get interesting until 4th and
You're a Charger fan, you're used to this. This has been like a decade and a half worth of games like this.
Just as an FYI, that time Mike Williams was wide open on the other side of the field. The defender
Collinsworth said Mike Williams was wide open. Herbert never saw it. Only got one set of eyes. Here comes a blitz from the Raiders. It's a chance. It's dropped. And it's 4th and 9. This is the game. The Raiders have to make another stop. The Chargers got to convert another 4th and long. I am delirious right now. Ready to go to bed. But this is phenomenal shit. It would be really anticlimactic to end with an incomplete pass on a 4th down. It'd be really sad. I'm just hoping for the tie. That's what I've been hoping for.
So it takes away one of their favorite targets.
Do the Raiders go to the playoffs, or do the Chargers keep the game going?
4th and 9. It's caught by Mike Williams, who breaks a tackle. He's running down the field 35-30, and he's pushed out of bounds. Unbelievable.
At this point.
So what they did was they took advantage of that player working in the middle of the field and threw it behind him in this situation. Al, if this is a movie, I would have already left because the script was so unbelievable. Like that can't really
They convert the 4th and 9 and are in field goal range.
Season, and it is getting weirder and weirder and weirder.
This is impossible. Now they're going to come and run the ball. It's a break for Herbert. Eckler gets 4. We're down to 5 minutes.
Converted converted 6 fourth downs.
Halfway through overtime.
It is the first time in 30 years that a team's converted 6 fourth downs.
6 fourth downs.
So here's the completion to Williams now. You'll see players in here, but they end up stopping people just in front, and then they jump out of the way. There are 2 receivers in that same throwing lane, and it was receiver number 3 coming in behind. That
Crosby strip sack. That's going to be out how it ends.
62 passes done. 383
Oh,
outside and dangerous.
Hayward had a chance to make a play on that. He knocked it away. It's 3rd down. You got to keep the drive alive. You can't give it back to the Raiders because they'll put you out.
Be careful with Casey Hayward. That guy has seen a whole bunch on the outside. Look at him looking right back in at Herbert, and he saw that short drop, and he broke
Hayward
before
jumped
the
all over
receiver
that.
did. He had broken inside, guiding on that one. Who knows?
3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6. Come on, this is easy. 3rd and 6. You've converted 1,000 fourth downs. Oh, Mike Williams dropped the touchdown.
So now you got a 4th and 6.
Trying to make another one-handed catch. He is fucking useless, man.
So you're looking at a 41-yard.
And they're going to take the field goal and try to play defense. Unless the Raiders just want to be amicable and end this thing. We're not quite there yet. We're still at 4.5 minutes, and both teams have their 2 timeouts. So we're not at the point where the Raiders will even consider that. It's almost unthinkable, but you got to be thinking about it. 41-yarder to keep this fucking shit show going. Oh, it's good. Just good enough. Still not as close as the one that Badgley made at the end of regular, when the Raiders had their first possession of overtime.
This is why we love this game, I'm going to tell you, man.
32-32.
Wow. You're talking about a season of pressure on that kick. I mean, think about how hard it is to make a 3-foot putt to win your weekly game, and the entire season comes down to one
This is
kick.
just madness.
And now you've got to start watching this clock. I mean, we're at 4:30.
Yeah. Raiders, come on.
So now
Do the tie.
wins, or next no score.
Oh, God, here comes that idiot Dean Spanos.
Dean Spanos, the owner
Fucking
of the
clown.
Chargers, and Susie Spanos is with him right there. He's been through a ton of
Fuck you,
meetings.
Spano. Look at that chick with the I feel you, girl.
Meanwhile, the Raider fans, I mean, they're trying to go to the Raiders are trying to go to a postseason for only the 2nd time.
I couldn't even begin. I have a friend of mine who doesn't watch football. If I tried to describe this game to her, it wouldn't make any sense. There's just too much to explain.
I mean, his career could be over based on what happens in the next 4 minutes, or he's in the playoffs.
Big Ben's either going to be retired or in the playoffs in 4.5 minutes. Don't run that out.
Pittsburgh's out, and the Raiders will start their drive from the 25-yard line. Of course, the Steelers got into their own overtime game today, which was crazy, and pulled that one out to knock Baltimore out officially and stay alive.
I have so many scenarios in my head right now.
Yes, you do.
I mean, if they get back and
The next score, a simple field goal ends this now.
and they start taking the
I think the Raiders will get it.
different story than no timeouts.
Oh, yeah. One for the books.
And the Raiders come out with a play action. They're going to go for the throat. And it's caught by Edwards up to the 42. Gain of 17. So the Raiders are moving. I think this is going to be it, guys. I think the Raiders are going to ruin our dreams of a tie.
That kind of mode. Because everybody was starting to walk down around the line of scrimmage. Great call on that one. That really is a gutsy call, but the right call by Greg Olsen.
Under 4 minutes.
Can't take any chances here. They're going to run it with Jacobs, and a big hole opens up. Gain of 6. They're near midfield, 3:44 and counting.
fascinating too. Who's going to call a timeout? In what situation? The ball's at midfield. I mean, it's like, gonna let it go.
Come on, Raiders. Take a knee. Raiders are draining the clock. They're still going to try to win this and not get the tie, obviously, but down to 3 minutes. Chargers bring the fucking house. And a great play made by Derwin James. We're down to under 3 minutes, and the Raiders are on a 3rd and long. They thought he got a face mask on, and the crowd sees it, and apparently the Chargers might have got away with it. That's going to kill the Steelers fans. He pulled him down by the face mask, it appears. Yeah. And the Steelers fans are the ones that are going to be breaking all the furniture in their house over that. That would have put the Raiders in position to win. It's 3rd and 8. 2:25. Carr with all the time in the world, and he hits fucking Zay Jones for a 1st down. We were this close to getting the tie, and then Carr had to go and be clutch. We're going to go down to 2 minutes here. Okay, if they shank the field goal, we still might get the tie. Oh. 1st down at the 2-minute warning. If I'm the Chargers, I'm not going to use any timeouts. I'm just going to hope that they miss the field goal. We're going to commercial in overtime with 2 minutes left. I'd say we've got more than we bargained for tonight. I hope he misses the fucking field goal, because at this point I'm pretty confident they're going to get a shot at kicking the field goal. I'm positive. That missed face mask was going to piss off the Steelers fans something fierce. Oh, they just don't want the Steelers in the playoffs because we've gone to the Super Bowl. Every year now with the extra team in the playoffs, we're going to get a new debate on who is the worst playoff team of all time. Last year it was the Bears. This year it's the fucking Eagles. And the Steelers, if this doesn't end in a tie. I just can't even right now.
All right, so how do you want to play?
2 minutes to go.
You're really not in field goal range.
Not quite in field goal range yet. They're across the Charger 45. I'm not even going to look at timeouts because I don't think either team's worried about that. And they come out running it, and the Chargers just swamp it. We're down to 1 minute and 54 and counting. I think both teams are going to be content to run this clock.
Telling you, at some point, because you know the Chargers wouldn't call a timeout.
Right.
So you run it 3 times, this game is over, and the only people in pain are in Pittsburgh. These 2 teams go off to the playoffs.
I can't believe this might happen. Minute and 30. That Steelers fan in the crowd.
The Pittsburgh fans.
Don't throw this ball. Don't be a dick. They run it with Jacobs. Somebody make a tackle, make a tackle, make a tackle. He's in long field goal range at the 39.
Take it down if you're the Raiders as far as you can, and then at the end of overtime, you try to kick a field goal.
The Raiders fan has a sign that says "Take the tie."
Of course. So you're taking a chance on not going to the playoffs. If you try a kick, could get blocked. Anything could happen, right?
Right.
Whereas if you
Got a point there.
The game's over and you're in the playoffs.
If the kick gets blocked and run back, you miss it. You miss the playoffs. 3rd and 4 at the Charger 39. Chargers call a timeout here. The clock was pretty much all the way down anyway. This is incredible. Well, it was down to like 4 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah,
I
you
think
tell
the
me.
Raiders were playing to get it down.
The Raiders are playing to win.
Or just let the clock run out, and the Chargers took the timeout.
Well, the play clock was down to like 3 when the Chargers took the timeout.
Wow.
I know.
That's really interesting. So I assume they're going to take another one here and try and force a punt.
Well, these
if they don't get it.
Nah.
very interesting press conferences.
It would be a 57-yard field goal from here. They send Zay Jones in motion. They're going to run it with Jacobs, who slips through into field goal range down to the 29. So now you run the clock down and you kick it and hope it doesn't get blocked and run back for a touchdown.
The Chargers here because it doesn't matter. So it's going to come down to this. A man who's never missed in the stadium in 2 years will try to send them to the playoffs, send the Chargers home.
We are a missed field goal away from. If you're the Chargers, you ice him, right? Timeout. The Raiders could have taken the tie there, but they're going to try the field goal. Oh, I hope it gets blocked and run back for a touchdown because that'd be funny.
Exactly.
If you're the Chargers, do you ice him here? It's the only play you got left. Carlson's 8 for 8 on lead-changing field goal attempts in the last 2 minutes or overtime, most in a single season in history. He's looking to go 9 for 9. Or miss it. Just shank it on purpose, bro. Come on. No, at this point, you're just kicking it. 47-yarder right down the middle. Oh, boy. Call timeout. Chargers, awesome. Ah, he made it. The Raiders win 35-32 as time expires. Chargers go home, the Steelers are in, and the Raiders are in. I wish they would have taken the tie, though. What a fucking roller coaster.
We'll never know, but I can't help but wonder if that timeout changed the mindset of Rich Bisaccia.
We'd like to know if he is going to fess up totally.
Ugh.
No.
Well, the Raiders are going to Cincinnati.
What a game.
The Patriots are going to Buffalo.
And off to postseason we go.
Never seen anything like it in my whole life.
And I'm off to bed. Good God, it's after 12:16. I really wanted the tie. But anyway, I'll see you on Saturday. I'm so done. Good night, everybody.